Welcome back, everyone, to the Drink and Drum podcast, the podcast with all the vibes. I am one of three hosts. My name is Timon Nicholas, aka Mr. Terrible.
Signing in, Jaron Tomlinson, the young sheller, aka Pineapple Badman in the building. Wagwan.
And it's your boy, Everon Williams, aka Big Easy. You don't know what going.
This is the unapologetic podcast with really good intentions. The socials, them located there at the bottom of this podcast right there. So make sure you hit us up and tell us what going on. All right, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. It's me, Timon, and the rest man's them.
Yo.
Yo.
Good evening, people. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is.
Nah, it's still a yo from me.
How was your week?
It was chill. I'm done classes for this semester, so I just had a paper due Tuesday. And I have another exam due, that's going to be this coming Tuesday. So I'd basically been in the books all week. So I ain't had time for nothing else but that. So that's me. How about you, Jaron?
I don't even remember half of the week, bro. Honestly.
I tell you, I do drugs now.
Boy, left PC brain on the shelf.
Nah, my week was different too. Cause I'm starting to understand the company that I work in and kind of starting to understand my boss and the problems that we have. So I'm taking it upon myself to do my part and to do more. Cause this guy, they know I'm new. I would say, okay, I want you to make this section, these pieces of the trampoline. And then I'm just like, okay. And then they'll come in and say, oh, by chance, do you have the measurements for the? I'm like, I've just came here. I know nothing. This is the first time I'm seeing this thing. You didn't even have blueprints for me to read. Like, what are you talking about if I have or know the measurements? No, I don't. Right? And then they're like, okay. And then the boss will come in and just like, I think we should start changing parts. I think you should move this and, I want to integrate new things and add this thing and change around. I'm just like, okay. But if you put in this part, it's just going to offset everything. I can't just add or move or push something to the side because then everything else will have to move down a little to the side, right? And I'm just like, I don't even have starting measurements. This week, right? I took something that was already made before I came to this place to work and I made a jig off of that thing.
So a duplicate.
It's a duplicate. All I have to do is put the materials in the jig and it look exactly like the things before it. I set it up and put it down left and, went home. I came back the next morning and I got a bunch of notes saying, ooh, you made this a quarter too long in width. And I'm just like, impossible. It's supposed to be cut down like by a quarter. I was like, well, this was the mistake that been happening all this time. So why now you taking why? Right? I already make like 8 of these pieces now before I left. This man talking about, yeah, this one's wrong. So what am I supposed to do? Right? So I'm starting to understand that, hey, I have to really do these blueprints and then give it to the company to tell them these are the shit that I'm working with. Is it correct? Is this what y'all want? Is this all the dimensions that y'all never gave to me that y'all keep asking for? So yeah, it's annoying. The whole last week, I've been literally working on like one project because I just can't wrap my mind around getting it properly. Because I'm putting some like stuff on like a round tube, but I can't get it to be like square or like, just flush and straight because a pole has to run through it on both sides. So if it doesn't line up properly, it will make no sense. You know what I mean?
And this man. So wait, the stuff the things he left notes on. I don't get it. I'm like, okay, but what could have been wrong? Like, why is it short of all of a sudden? If this is not the same part that's on the whatever it is he building?
No, because you see, and the thing is, the easy fix is
that's because I can't see it in front of me.
Yeah, is that? But the easy fix is he changed. Okay, how can I explain it? Say it's a joint, right? That opens and closes. At the joint, he decided to change the joint, right? And I think that's where the problem is. So the easiest thing for me is just cut those off and then properly align them. But this man's like, nah, cut that down a quarter. I was like, bro, that's how much work that is?
Honestly, I think you need to just start texting. You and him need to have like a texting relationship.
Nah.
The only thing he old and he could text you at all time.
Bro, he don't like texting. He likes sending emails. Who the fuck send emails?
That's harder than a text, bro.
I don't even look at my email. I look at my emails them once a week. This man send them every day.
Let's see, he old school.
Bro, it's
And then you
weird.
describe this old, this person, and then next week you take a video of him doing backflips on a trampoline. I'm
Doing
like,
backflips on a
impossible.
trampoline,
The
bro.
man's
Impossible.
70 and he's turning 71 this year, and this man way fit than me. Bro, I went on that trampoline, died in 10 minutes. That shit is like exhausting.
Bro,
Bro,
it is. It
nah, homie was
literally
really-
is.
Homie was really jumping and
Jumping,
doing
bro.
backflips, bro. Yo, he was, bro. I thought he was going to hit his head in the ceiling, bro. That's yo.
And he did the side turn spinny thing.
And did a
Like,
flip and came
bro.
back on the blades. Now he shoulder
You
blades
check?
and he landed. And I was like, yo,
And then
this
flip back up. You
guy's
check?
sick.
The boy bad.
The boy,
You know,
The boy bad.
like hearing you talk about your boss, bro. Like hearing you talk about your boss, because like I never heard you complain about him. I never asked you about work. Wow. But yeah, I thought like because the trampoline shit, like that's the only thing I ever really noticed about your boss. So I thought y'all had a good relationship.
nah, we okay, but okay, this is the thing, right? This man will come to me knowing I talk in inches, right? That's the unit I prefer instead of centimeters. So I fuck with Americans when it comes to inches, right? I'm in there, and that's everything on all the drawings that they give and the drawings that I give inches. The tape measures that I use have the fraction and the inches and whatever. I don't fuck with the centimeters, right? This man will come in here and start saying, yeah, do you think this have enough spacing? I think this is 100 thou, maybe 300 thou. So now in my head, I'm just like,
What?
why this man bringing thou? Bro, that's smaller than a millimeter.
Let me check.
You have to use a special gauge veneers just to calculate that, dog. That's what engineers walk around their back pocket when they're trying to be 100% accurate. Why this man trying to be 100% accurate? The
That boy is
machines in
old
the shop
school.
can't even make nothing accurate.
Boy, I don't know. You stuck in a peculiar situation because he old school, and he understands things. No, he explains things to you the way he understands them, and I don't think there's room for him to understand it any different.
Yeah,
Bro,
he just
So literally, you have to get on his page, regardless.
Bro, every time the man bring up thou, every day the man bring up thou, I just say, yeah, that makes sense. And then as soon as he leave, I go on YouTube. What's thou again? I didn't even have to go too far. Just go back in my history. Just to rewatch the little video on YouTube to how to read like a veneer caliper. And I was like, that's it. And then I go about my business.
That's the problem with black people. Y'all don't know how to say I don't know or say help me. No, I always want to look like I know why I do. Ask for help.
honestly.
Bro, he's the only man. You're right. I don't ask for boss because there's a lot of pressure on me already. And in my head, I'm
They
just
know
like,
that.
I'm just trying to be the best as I can.
But
and
you
to
are already way
outperform.
better.
Bro, I'm trying not to lack, dog. I'm trying not to lack.
That's the thing. Honestly, I've realized in Canada, in every time I was in like a professional situation, like a job or dealing with people, even when I used to volunteer, it's almost like you get cool points for asking questions because you basically be like stroking these people's egos. If you didn't know something and you came to me, that says to me that you think that I know, which means you think I'm smart. So obviously, I'm gonna look at you like, yeah, this guy cool. I'm gonna give you cool points, and how they look at it. So if you literally ask questions, you're getting cool points. It don't make you look like lesser than or anything. I don't know if that's a cultural thing, but that's how it is.
I don't like asking questions, but I be asking sometimes, sometimes. Because like they will come in and ask, and I'm just like, yo, to be honest, I don't have room to really complain and say, yo, this one. They already know what they're lacking, right? They already know what they're lacking. So I don't want to keep bringing it up and being that guy to complain about these certain things. So I'm trying to just step up and make it easier on them so they don't have to always look over my shoulder or anything like that, right? And sometimes there's no problem. And I'm just like, they keep asking, is everything okay? You want anything? Blah, blah. And I'm just like, y'all don't know how to act around black people, bro. I'm good.
No, but because that's what they're there for. Like literally, boss. I realize, especially in Canada, it's like in Antigua, like I feel like the culture is, yeah, we hired you because you should know how to do it. Right?
Mhm.
So it's almost like, yeah, you could almost feel out of place asking questions because I feel like Antiguans are a lot quicker to look at you like you're done for asking a stupid question. But up here, it's like every second, like, is everything okay? Is any, what can I do for you? It's all because up here, you're kind of like the prize. They have to make sure that you're okay because you're bringing in money for them. So if you're not okay, they losing. You check? So it's in their best interest for you to be okay more than you asking, you worrying about how you look by asking questions or not being okay.
Bro, one day I'm sitting on this welding, right? And Ryan came in the room and he was just like, are you comfortable? I was like, yeah. He's like, that chair is too small for you. I was like, no, it's okay. He's like, nah, but look at your legs on the chair. It's just on the ground dragging. I was like, nah, it's okay. It's cool. He's like, nah, you need a bigger chair. I was like, how tall are you? I'm like, and then he grabbed a tape measure, measuring the distance to the table, the seat, my height. And then he made a phone call and like, yo, get him a new chair. I was like, it's okay. It's cool, man. He's like, nah, I'll just get it. And I'm just like, bro, it's not that serious. I'm usually signing up the majority of the day anyways.
Trust, dog. When I tell you, when they offer you things, you take that shit.
You want me to tell you I still can't get behind? So like anything that I need for work, if I buy it myself, then reimburse me. But sometimes I'll be buying some like visors for my welded helmet, or like buying like shoes or shoe soles, and they're like, bring us the receipt, let's just pay it back. I'm just like, no, this is my shit. I'm okay. And they're like, no, give us the receipt. I'm like, okay. Sheesh.
No, you literally need to get it. Stop. Every time you feel like you shouldn't, just know you should. It's our culture that makes us feel uncomfortable for asking questions.
Yeah.
Because even in school, I'll be sitting down in class, and if I have a question, I'm not asking shit.
You just go home.
Just go home. Just don't know.
You just go puzzle over. Wait, check. What you just said, dog? How that makes sense?
And you failed the next couple quiz because you couldn't study,
one
bro.
question we never asked.
Yo, I remember that, bro.
Like that's how it is, and I don't know why it's so hard. And it honestly makes me uncomfortable to even hear other people asking questions sometimes. I'm like, yo, you in the tired talk?
That be happening now.
I look at them crazy.
Some people be asking mad questions like, I don't, and me no.
You don't need that. We're corrupt.
And then sometimes too, I be in class, I'm like, how come then I ask question? Everybody know?
You check. It's like, bro, you study everything except the fact that you need to ask what's going on. You don't ask a question. You just
but some teachers annoying as hell. Because then you ask question and they're like, just put your hand. Or if you pay attention, you would know. And I'm like, just because I'm shot 2 times, that don't mean nothing. I was just asking the next person if he understood, and he said no, and I said yes. Let me ask.
That's what I'm like, because that's not where they talk to the other person for.
Unless it was physics.
Okay, Jaron. Yeah, I was going to say.
Come on.
I was a studious young man in school now.
Nigga, shut your lying ass up.
Straight A student on the honor roll.
Bro, Timo was throwing papers across the class, communicating.
First off, that only happened on TV. Let's be realistic here, guys.
What did those things with the spitballs in the straw?
Bro, that was so gross. I was wondering if that was real.
It is, bro. They do with paper. Bite up the paper when you wet and then spit it in, make it into a ball and spit it through the straw.
Actually, I swear somebody did at Adventist school.
I feel like Jamal did it.
If
anybody was going to do it, it was Jamal was going to do it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yo, when the boy fling the pan in Kai head?
Yo, and we thought he died. And Miss Adams almost cussed. Bro, all of us in class now, Jan over they clean off his desk with alcohol. And this boy shine people with the frying pan, the pizza pan.
The pizza pan, yeah.
Right, who brought the pizza? Who brought the pizza, bro? Because I remember
it was for home ec.
I think Elaine and then must have had a pizza pan or something. Mm-hmm. And this man grabbed it and put it, he won't throw it and shine people, right? And he must have flung his hand too hard. And he just moved he just gets away from his grip. And I think let off and he came right. I stand up. Right, like if you attack. I didn't fall up.
Yo, I remember that was a weird day.
Like he literally went stiff and fell over.
And then the teacher seen her, she's like, what the fuck?
It's check. She have
this. And I'm just like, yo, it's serious. And I'm saying, yo, the kid dead now. And he
You
did.
check?
He kind of laughed like, yeah, he joking, get up, man. And he kind of like had this smile on his face, and he realized it could be serious, and he just left his face. And up the time he walking into the office, now he looking like, oh shit, and this is me.
Yeah, Jumanji, he killed the man.
and I'm there, and then stupid John is just like, make it there next to my desk, boss. I movie. And I'm like, insensitive much.
That's the most good.
But in my head, I wasn't moving either. I was just looking because I didn't want to be a part of it, so the principal can say it's my fault.
Yeah, I
You
can
want
see
to-
the eyes.
You want to know something crazy? Want to know something real crazy, bro?
Doing that.
Back when I was in peer school, right? There was a nigga, right? Free so he died. Rest in peace. I like that guy, bro. So this was before I actually knew this nigga, right? This is in building tech. This is in first farm. This is the first high school I went to after common entrance.
Mm.
Bro, so I ain't a fucking building tech now. And Mr. Williams gone. So now, for some fucking reason, they had us there doing building tech with the third farm niggas on them. So now there was this nigga. He probably repeated like 25 times, bro. It was a big nigga. And right, this nigga, they used to call this nigga bullnose. Right? I don't know what. I don't know what, right? Really, they're going between he and Frieza, right? Like, what happened? But that man just started beef now. And I was really there just like, am I right next to me now? Me and 2K from back when the fucking, so I'm just cool out. I'm just see what's going on. And I think Frieza like the boy push Frieza. Frieza pushy back. And the boy taking a stool, right? I clap the boy in the fucking jaw, right? And the boy falling, right? And like, he eyes rolled over. And whole time he sit like that, right? Like no funny shit, right? Whole time he sit like them like, yo, fuck. Must God for the whole fucking semester, bro. Must God. That's the only fucking thing that went through my mind, bro.
Was so left right next to each other. You know, I used to think that when people I roll up in the head, they're dead too.
Yes.
That's why that time I did not call Alex, I was genuinely scared.
Bro.
I was genuinely scared.
Yeah, so our friend Ad is about to join the call. This should be interesting. So I remember this one time we were on the field, right? And we were roughing out. So it was, I remember all who was there, but I know everyone, Khalid, Alex was there, and probably Bryant, right? So we at the end of the field and we roughing out, and then man's like, yo, wrestling, and blah blah blah. Everyone's like, yeah, boss, we can sleep people now, but man, forget them in the right position, and then do the whole, I can't really get them. And Alex like, boy, you can't sleep me. You can't make me sleep. And everyone's like, yeah, all right. He's like, come here. And Alex like, yo, he boasting up and doing all the chat like, yeah, that can never happen to me. So everyone put his hand on his neck and lock it, right? And all of us watching Alex smile, right? And he just like, oh, this is crazy, right? And then everyone start hold, right? And then his face went serious, like, okay, I need to focus. I put all the muscle into my neck to prevent this, right? And then all of a sudden, the boy eyeing him just go back and he just went limp, right?
Limp.
And then fell in everyone's hands. Everyone
All I
let
had
go.
was
Everyone let go and the boy on the ground. And everybody now like, oh shit. So I'm there like, yo, the boy sleeping. Right? So then they start hitting up Alex and like, yo, what boss? And then the boy wake up with a smile on his face. What
why
boss?
do the sky bar? Why do the sky bar?
Why do the sky bar? He smile up. I never thought, boss, the boy just sleep. You ain't about nothing go so man, that not happen. So why you do on the ground?
I don't understand.
But everyone was genuinely scared though.
Bro, because I remember I was holding him and he was trying to pry my hand off his neck. So I had, see, people can't even see what I'm doing. I'm over here doing the same. It's a chokehold. So basically I was like, okay, his hand pulling off. So I have to make sure I grip harder because now I'm not just trying to sleep him. I'm trying to make him, not get away. And while we were like struggling, I literally heard, I didn't see none of the expressions. I just heard like the last bit of breath he had in his lungs just came out. And then I just felt a dead weight. So he was basically hanging, like
Bro.
all his weight hanging in my arms in the same chokehold. So I was like, what the hell? So I let him go. And the boy hit the ground with a thud.
Bro, it happened so clean and so easy, right? And this is me. That is so incredible. So when people are underwater drowning, how is it not the same? Because Alex went peacefully.
Yeah. You know, walking up on resurrection day, confused as hell. Man, had no clue he died.
God coming back, he's like, yo, it's time for maths.
Where was I, bro? Where was I? Because I remember everybody talking about this, and I never witnessed it.
To be honest, you could have probably been by the home ec step, waiting for some girl to pass through.
Bro,
I think we were still in first farm though. I think you were in second farm.
Maybe.
so
What's going
where?
on, Al?
I don't know what's going on.
So we just chatting, telling stories. I already introduced you on the pod. So if you wanted to say stuff or interject, you could.
Okay. I'm just listening.
So yeah. So it was crazy. I don't know where Jaron was. He probably wasn't at the school as yet, since we
No.
in first farm.
If Khaled was there, if Khaled was there,
he was there
I
because he
was
and Khaled
there.
came the same time.
and bro, bro. So me and Khaled was in the same class too. Like me and Khaled was in the same class. So if Khaled was there, where the fuck was I?
Yeah, you were probably honestly, I think he was either by the steps, so you could still look out and see what's happening in the field, but then still talk to the girls them. Or we just on the field chatting, making jokes and roughing out, right?
Yeah,
That was the thing. Yeah.
No, by the monkey bar.
No. It didn't happen there. By the monkey
Yes,
bars
it
when
did.
Alex picked up the little boy from primary school and tossed him across the field. It happened
No, but
more
when we
down
sleep
by
him,
the
it was
garden.
also down.
It was by the
Yeah,
garden,
yeah.
by the fence.
Oh, I was talking about that general vicinity, that car.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't even know there was monkey bars down there, bro.
No, I think they put that in after you left. Or did they? No.
Ah,
Nah, I should
I
do
think
it,
they
man.
did.
Cause I just do pull-ups and so down there, remember?
Yeah.
yo, where the fuck was I?
I don't know. You mean in the bathroom? Tell her before
It
they get
could be.
bathroom.
Could be.
Nah, but school was always crazy because I
Right.
loved when you had to go do them rough outs. Because
yeah,
you
rough outs
really,
used to be a thing for like a while.
yeah,
That used to
because
be the go-to
you really
thing.
get to test people's strength without it ever being too serious.
Except
You
that
know?
one time that Berkeley slapped.
Berkeley slapped Brian. Murder. The man's a rough out, right? And you know, in this rough out, it was intense, right? Because now man's tagging in man's when they're getting tired. And as soon as they get tagged in, the man charge and tackle you straight to the ground, right? Is a beef. So at one point, right, he started off like 2 months ago in, and then somebody back off, get tagged in. Somebody is rushing, right? To the point that everybody started rushing in, tag, straight. So he started getting chaotic, right? Berkeley get tagged in by somebody. Bam, slam me right. Brian said, I want a piece of that. Brian running, right? And Berkeley just turn on. Bang!
Oh.
Slap the boy. Soon as
Just for context, when we rough out, there's no punching, no kicking. It's just like submission, chokehold, tap. That's how we fight.
body slams and all kind
Body
of thing.
slamming and stuff like that, but like no punching and kicking, especially to the face and them, no vital hits and them kind of shit.
Mhm.
So him slapping him, everybody was frozen. Everybody went, "Whoa, this could get serious right now."
Right now. So the same thing happened. Everybody's like, yo, right? So now Brian just like the moment he get hit, right, he's stunned, and then he hear everybody say, oh, that brought him back. And the boy's
Ego.
like, shit, and the boy running for Berkeley, right? And then it was literally about to turn into a fight. I was like, yo, stop, yo.
chill. And we have to tell Berkeley, yeah, you can't slap nobody, boss.
You check, and he's just like, oh
Yeah,
shit,
but
sorry,
apologize.
dog. You check, and he apologized, right? And just as the apologize was going off, Taj came in like a
I think he tagged Taj.
like a wild mad dog, grab Brian and get this man a suplex and then roll. And this is me.
But
Sick.
boss,
That
what
could have been the
three
end of his
suplex the boy
life.
The boy gets 3 suplex back to back to back.
Bro, you know, and
Man.
The boy clear about a good 25
distance,
meters
dog.
distance going back in them flips.
Bro, the man hit him, bam, roll, bam. And I'm like, what is this level of flexibility and strength?
You see Brian foot and then it's up in the ear, boy. He can't get no leverage.
No leverage. He couldn't even
You
tag
know that's
nobody
the
else
worst
in.
feeling in life when your foot in the air, you can't hold on.
Bro, it can't do nothing.
Bro,
that
that's
is
the
the
fear.
worst feeling ever, bro. Bro,
It's over.
You don't
Nah,
know what
bro.
to put your foot on because there's nothing there.
There's nothing there,
But-
boss. When you fall
Yeah,
and you're tripping, I prefer to trip. But when you fall and your foot then lick out from under you, boss.
no, bro. Yo, like I
don't know how you're gonna end up.
understand. Timon, I was, bro. I went to Six Flags, right? And I went on this ride. Bro, rides don't fucking scare me, right? Rides don't scare me. I can go in anything. And if I tell you I'm not going to scream, bro, I'm not going to say anything, bro. Dead ass, I'm going to go down the fucking ride with my mouth closed. I ain't going to say shit. Bro, this is a fucking water slide, bro. I saw mad kids go down there. I see the kids going back up, right? They having fun. I'm like, yo, this shit probably fun. Bro, I went there, right? And the nigga tell me stand up on a fucking trap door, bro. So I'm looking, I was like, yo, this shit gonna move from under my foot? He was like, yeah. I'm like, but like he said, like the shit right there, and he gonna be cool. He fucking lied to me, bro. I was like, bro, I had nothing under my foot for like 3 seconds. Timon, my life flashed before my eyes in 3 seconds, bro.
Right.
Bro, yo, I'm telling you, bro, yo,
Bro,
this shit hit me different, bro.
like your
That's a
light,
terrible
your
fucking
heart
feeling.
just disappeared,
And you
nigga. Like
said
your
yourself.
heart.
Bro,
It's like,
cause like, yo, you know, when you think you're
Hell
going
yeah.
to die, bro, everything just moves really fucking slow, bro. Like, bro, I'm thinking about everything. Like, yo, what, bro? The only other time I ever felt like this is when Akil almost flipped the fucking cow with us. But that's a whole different story.
Bro, these guys stupid. They run into damn road, right? That's not my story to tell.
Nah, bro.
We here now. We here now.
Brian, like Brian was definitely scared, bro. Like,
Yeah, it's over.
if you
gotta
if you
brace
can't
yourself.
feel shit under your foot, bro, that's just scary. That's just scary,
All is
man.
over.
Bro, one thing I learned the other day, when you press brakes, you can't literally drift. Well, let me make that clear. I was driving, right? And I was speeding. Shouldn't be going that fast. And out of nowhere, this guy pull up in my lane and then hold brakes. I'm like, bro, why? Right? So I had to slam on the brakes, right? So when I slam on the brakes, I see the car kind of turn, and it's me. Let me let go and then press again, see? To kind of like get into control. So I was just like, that's so weird. Why the hell would it just like, is the brakes only affected on one side of the car? You know what I mean? I was like, I just didn't get it. I didn't get it. I still don't get it.
I think it's multiple things. I think it's one of your brake on the front either holding harder or like than the other, so it dig down. So it's like if you falling down, if you're slipping on ice and you put down one hand, you could change the direction of where you're going because of that hand. Down.
Nah, I'm fucking breaking my wrist.
But that's the gist, and I think it depends on like the angle. You know, like how when we just do physics, how like when they say the way the force moves is like we just draw arrows to show where it's going. And then if it's going at an angle, that's the way. If the force is projected at a diagonal angle.
He real life was drifting, bro. He was moving.
Yeah,
really,
hit the brake
he was moving really fast. He didn't have much fucking traction, bro.
And Timon vehicle is heavy, so it don't just stop. That bitch got inertia driving that shit behind it.
Bro.
That's all the weight that you had behind you from the car itself and on those wheels going. You can't just stop. That's some scary shit, bro. Because then what you do? Just watch your car run up in the next man car?
Bro.
Well, yeah, that's why I like leaving lanes beside me sometimes. So I have options, you know? Like,
bro, I can't drive in other states or in Canada anymore.
Listening.
Bro. Because no, like since I started driving in Philly, bro, it just changed me. Like I am such an aggressive fucking driver now, bro. And the yellow lights, like the amber lights, they out for a while. And after you get a red light, you have 5 seconds before the other light turn green. Bro. I'll see red and I'll get and I'm just speed.
Wait, but you can't do that because people turn on yellow. Like if the light turn in red and the other person is trying to go across your intersection because your shit is yellow, that's the time where you're supposed to be stopping. So
bro,
literally, if you were to turn, then
you right. When you're in Philadelphia, bro, it's different, bro.
Yeah,
it is fucking different.
You know,
I can't go anywhere else to drive. I can't go anywhere else to drive.
Bro, I hate trying to time like those yellow lights. Like I'm watching the countdown happen, and this is me. Ooh, I'm gonna reach close when you reach 1. And by the time I pass through the intersection, you can be in red, right? So when I see the yellow sign, the yellow light, I don't stop. I speed up, right? And then this one time, I'm like a good distance on the thing on the red. It's me. I can't stop now.
Bro, I never used to road rage. No, right now.
Oh, I try not to do that because I've seen people do that, and it's like they get worse each time they go on the road. I'm just like, that
It's like a
escalates.
slippery slope. It's a slippery slope.
So I try
Like you never not be angry after that. The next person gets an anger from the other guy.
when I see people do dumb shit, I'm just like, yeah, maybe I should take my time. Because I'm just like, why are you in the rush for? I'm like, why am I in the rush? And I just calm down and then drive and just cruise.
But that's the
Yo.
thing. In road rage, somebody have to be wrong, but both people arguing like they're in the right.
Bro, you know what's crazy, bro? Al is one funny individual, bro. He is one funny individual. Like,
I'm driving.
yo, I'm telling you, right? Like, 80% of the time, right? In anything that goes down with Al on the road, Al is wrong. But like the 20% where Al is actually right, instead of him raging at that point in time, he was like, I understand what this person going through. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, bro? You mad when you wrong, bro?
He always on
And
the
no-
receiving end. So you get it. I get it.
Bro, I just be there. I'll be watching cars speeding down the aisle. So
Nah,
yeah,
it's
turn
not
out,
like I
though.
think I got it. Next thing you know, the car
Wow.
goes like, I think he just presses the gas a little bit before it get 20 more miles per hour than me. I'm like, oh shit, this is bad.
So I have a what if scenario for y'all, okay?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
On a
So
scale of 1 to 10, how intense is this one?
I don't think it's that intense.
It's an
I don't
8.
think it's that intense.
Y'all heard what you said, right, people? All right, proceed, Timon.
Okay, so now suppose the human race, right? Were like certain animals that
Oh.
were like hermaphrodites, right? And they don't need somebody else to get pregnant, basically. They're
That's
both
how that
sex.
works?
No, they're both sex, but they can there's another term for it for animals that can like get themselves pregnant and change their gender and stuff. So let's say like human race are like that, and just like how frogs and spiders lay like a bunch of eggs and they just keep stacking their eggs on, and then a man will just come and fertilize them, right? Let's say now you can like, as a species, a human species, lay a bunch of eggs and fertilize your own eggs, right? But in this scenario, you're trapped in a cave, and this is what you can do. Do you think you can survive by eating
sound
your
brutal.
offspring for life?
Definitely.
Because
Definitely. I mean,
you
what
can
do you mean?
lay
If I
you
can-
can
if I
lay
think I
a
can
lot
do
of
it.
eggs, right? That exceed your body mass.
Okay, but I'm trapped in the cave.
But you're trapped
and
in
like
the cave.
in a cave.
Yeah,
I can't leave.
you can't
cave.
leave.
I die. Like I just take that.
But you can
Yeah, bro,
literally
like-
eat your eggs or wait until they hatch and then eat them. Or wait until
But
they
Yeah,
I'm
but-
human, right? Am I still human?
You're still human.
I still have my human brain.
Yeah.
Talking to myself. What kind of life is that? What the fuck? Like I thought, kind of like more primitive or
Okay,
like
there's-
me, Everon Williams, just laying eggs and nah.
There's a high chance of you escaping if you give it time. Like you can
Oh.
yeah.
There's
You
no
just have
time.
to you just have to live until, like, let's say like the rock is slowly eroding above you or to the side of you, so it'll get weak enough to one day it can lean on the wall, it'll just break away and then you escape.
Give me a rough estimate of how long that's gonna take. If it's gonna take more than like 3
40
years,
years.
how
How much?
much?
40
I don't need that,
and
bro.
you're 20.
I don't need
That's
that.
so far,
That's
bro.
not even promised, bro. Imagine year 39.
Bro, Tim,
You
I
choke
think
on
it's
a rock
problem
and
for
dead.
them laying eggs at a certain.
Bro, I'm gonna be real, bro. I don't even want. 5 years is a lot for me, bro. Like you said, 4, bro. Hell
Say
no, nigga.
4-0 in a
But
cave,
you don't
eating your
have-
own offspring to survive.
Bro, like I'm shitting in the corner, bro. You gonna be smell, bro.
Bro, by the
that's so
time you come
terrible.
out at age 60, you're gonna have a lot of years ahead of you
To do
No,
what?
you're not.
to tell people
Yeah,
your
for my
story.
arthritis?
Nobody want to hear that.
Man, I was in this cave just eating my kids.
laying eggs, because I'm pretty sure there's a limit of you laying eggs, bro.
Okay,
Yeah,
maybe
man.
at age 50 you go through menopause or something and you start producing producing eggs. Maybe.
Yeah.
But then you just let your eggs in them hatch and then let them grow and then you just kill them slowly.
Nah,
No, I
that would
think I could
that would have been the
honestly
end
do a
of.
month.
Okay.
I
I
could do a
would not even.
month.
I wouldn't even do a month, bro.
No, I'd say I'll do the month, but I feel like I'd only keep going on with the month
Yeah.
if I'm seeing some level of progress
I don't
Just
know.
three.
from what
Okay,
I'm
just
doing.
3 years then.
That's still okay.
I don't even
Um,
think. I don't even think I can make that still,
Bro,
no,
bro.
that's
Like,
crazy.
survival. You're out there in the cave.
In a
When
cave.
12 o'clock hit, you hot inside that cave,
You boy
right?
kill me. Me can't do that.
And you barely
Come on.
surviving. Your egg sacs in them have like a fluid that you can, supplement yourself, quench, the thirst, not die from dehydration, And when you're hungry, you can literally eat one of them eggs and it can last you at least a couple days.
So
my
sustainable. You're able
my
to sustain
greatest
yourself.
fear, bro, is just being alone. Like, nah, bro.
Yo, you can then let one of the eggs in them hatch.
I know. I'm just bring some picnic never suffer with me
You see them,
and eat their own
they can
brothers and
eat them brothers
sisters.
sisters, and
That's frigged up to
when they
man.
go crazy, you eat them.
That's frig up to man. I'll eat my friends, my friends slash kids.
Survival, bro, survival.
I don't want it then. I don't want it. I don't need it. Just kill me and done. The world will be so much better.
You know what? I think people die from like something else rather than starving, bro. I think they'll die of their own like fear or
Well, not
claustrophobia.
even,
Something they would die.
it's come on. What kind of? It's like okay, when you come out of a situation like that, right? Wait, was I still talking?
Yeah. Oh no, you go. You got
Oh, I
it.
thought you chipping. No. It's like what quality of life do I live after? Because people be going into prison, which is compared to what you said, relatively still humane. There's regular things. People eat regular food. They just on the rules and restrictions and stuff, but they still living a humane life, and they come out not knowing how to interact with the environment that they're now in. Like they can't operate like a free person out of prison. You talking about a cave, Timon?
Mm.
In darkness. First of all, I think I'm going to be allergic to sunlight by the time I come out.
Nah, that's
Like,
a
there's
fact.
no way that light is going to do the same thing that I do for everybody else when it hit me that after them 40 years. So that alone, what you gonna escape sun your whole life?
You could
After that,
just get some, they call
no,
it
I have to go back in the
Ray-Bans.
cave to one. I have to go back in the cave. There's no good to know.
The nigga finally get out the cave and then he moved back.
The boy finally reach a scissor. The boy.
At least
And
you
then
have
he willingly-
options at nighttime. You're like, well, the day's not for me, so I'm gonna just go outside,
Night
Come
crawler.
on, nobody's going to want you. You live in a cave.
Literally, for whom? Who am I coming out for? And I'm not gonna have no more kids because I'm literally gonna see my kids as food.
Yeah, but you see,
It's a mess up.
at
You have to
that
remove the
point,
human brain out of
at
the
that
situation,
point, when
bro.
you come out the cave and you start roaming around at nighttime, there's no need for you to use that depend on that female part of you. Because now you can just go look for a girl and then she can have the kids and y'all can have a family.
Timon,
And
Nah,
that's just 3
you
years of
live-
cannibalism.
you live in a cave. Timon, there's stories about you. You said you're going to tell people, Timon, what female is going to want you?
Shit, nigga, tell her after you married, I have 2 kids now. So you know I used to eat my
Timon,
kids.
you wrote a book.
Yeah, after I'm done happy and relaxed.
He's
She's
like,
like,
hey,
so where
that's
have
my
you
book.
been all my life? In a cave, babe. She's like, what?
Bro, 2 kids might die, bro, because you might get hungry. You got to think about
Yeah, you have a cook, guys. I might eat your kids. And that's a risk people are taking by marrying you. I just might eat your kids.
I'm a great husband, but if we
Yeah,
have
there's
kids,
no-
I'm sorry, babes.
Keep them food stamps coming, because if you miss a day,
See, Timon, no, there's no
Yeah,
good
that-
from that. There's no good from that.
Hey, no. What would you do, Timon? That's what I want to know. Because you thought of it, so I feel like you had some kind of outcome that you calculated in your head.
okay, if I'm in a cave, I'm producing a lot of eggs. Big, like I can literally have a stack of eggs, right? Just have the stack of eggs right there. And I can literally sit down and say, okay, I don't want these eggs to spoil, so I have to fertilize them and then wait until they grow. While they're growing, I'm eating. right? So by the time one of them born, I'm like, oh, hey, it's a little Timon. Ah, ha, ha. I'm raising this little kid and we eating eggs together and we just chatting. And, you know, when the cave having like more little Timons running around the place and they get noisy, I'm just like, well, I tried eating eggs all my life. Now I have some meat. So now
But
I'm
come
gonna
on,
just, you know, push
you
him in one
eating
corner and then
you eating these kids raw?
You know here.
I didn't think of that.
You know here.
Bro, but I'm thinking about also, what about all the waste? Like, where do I put
Yes,
that?
bro, because you're trapped in the
You better
cave,
hold a
bro.
corner.
Like,
What you
bro,
the shit that no?
It's okay. I can plant seeds. Just hope I'm.
And that they have a thing, a picnic, bro.
where are you going to find seeds to plant in a fucking cave?
And for
Stop
which
finding
how
holes
you
in-
germinate? How you gonna germinate?
Stop
In
finding
the
holes
fucking
in my
rock.
scenario, okay?
Bro, like, no, bro, no.
That scenario has so many holes, bro.
Okay, so you want me to tell you what's always like interesting too? So I learned this thing about eels because I think there was a study and everybody was trying to figure out where the hell do eels come from? Like I've never seen a baby eel. It's just always a, you know,
I
eel.
have.
Have you? How they look?
Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
it's just small.
No, but like what they first form.
I've never seen that. I've seen small eels, like young eels. Oh, thing
See,
gut.
and you think they're young because of the stage you see them. You assume because you know you see them bigger, so you assume that this is young.
I mean, bro, if it's smaller
That's
than
a
the
fact.
others, it's younger than the others, right?
Okay, so hear this now. Eels, when they're born, they're all like no gendered. It's only when they're close to the end of their cycle, that's when they produce like a vagina and the balls, and then they go and like mate. And
How
they,
does it how does like what chooses this effect? Like I can randomly be a girl or you know I choose to be a girl
I think there's
because I want to
they
be a
said
nigga,
there was like
bro.
requirements. Like I think in the environment.
yeah,
no?
I think it would be environment
Yeah,
you know,
different
requirements.
things
So what would
That's rough,
happen?
bro.
with influence. Yeah.
So like you know how most animals like they go to certain places to reproduce and then they go about their business. So like I don't remember what the sea is called. I think it's something like in the Bermuda Triangle. That's where they go and meet. And then because of the currents that pass through there and spread out, the eggs would spread from there, and then they will just travel. Like they'll hatch and whatever and look like little leaves, and then they'll just spread around the current and go elsewhere all over the place. So they go to like the Gulf of Mexico and out to all over. So
literally they all originate in one
in
place.
one place, and then they just get scattered, and then based on the environment they change based on the environment. And then when they get close to the end cycle, like you will see some old ass looking eels that big, they're probably getting ready to grow balls and a vagina because they
At
don't have
that
one at
point.
that point. So then they'll meet up, have some babies, and then just die. So they'll start off as eggs, and then they'll go through like this larva stage where they look like a leaf, and then they'll turn into like a glass eel, and then they'll go into like a what do you call it? Like some kind of brownish
They
looking
change
eel, and then
species.
yeah, they basically change species. They evolve basically. This is the real life Pokemon.
I had a pet, you know.
And then they go yellow, and then they turn into like silver eels, and then they get to adults, you know, adult eels, and then they fuck, and then they have kids.
Crazy.
I'm just like, it's so crazy. So all eels are literally born in one place, and then spread out. And then
And
when
they
it's
turn to
time
different
to,
things.
yeah, and it just evolve. And then when it's time to like at the end of the cycle, they come back, lay eggs, and then the cycle
And
go over
die.
again. I'm just like, that's crazy. It's like, how do you know that you're supposed to return to this place?
Bro, isn't God good?
That's
Bro, it's
like that's
crazy.
turtles.
Bro, like it's like they don't have no GPS, they have no map.
But turtles
They ain't
follow
asking for directions.
Turtles follow the moon like any bright light, like celestial light or whatever source. They follow that bright light like moths. So at a certain time, they just follow
How you know?
because they
where
Yeah,
to
because
probably
they
go?
always come back to where they were born. They always come back to lay on the beach they were born.
some of them just follow the brightest light when they, you know, servicing or something.
Oh, so some also those that remember come back and those that
Mm.
whatever just follow.
Yeah, follow the light.
Yeah, you're kind of right. That must be true because,
Hmm.
well, then again, I don't know what the statistics are for like how many out of how many baby turtles make it to adulthood.
Bro, you ever watch Animal Planet? Them seagulls,
I
evil.
don't think many.
You check. What's that buffet?
I was
Yeah,
like,
I'll
yo,
be
what time it is? Uh-huh.
It be seagulls, it be fishes, bro. Like, yo,
Bro,
they
just-
really gotta go through the whole
Just imagine,
thing.
right? Your mother gave birth to you at the hospital in the nursing room. And then out of nowhere, your man just coming in, babies, free babies.
On the stars that
Just
depend on good.
grabbing some of your audio, like, I'm trying to crawl and run just to find your parents. A man just coming in, grabbing you all, taking you back to the cave, you know?
You see? That's what you're gonna do.
Creative, bro.
That's what you're gonna do in your
You're a
cave.
sick man.
The man finally gets out the cave and the boy
It's
starts
What's that TV ever been watching it?
Yo, that's so
creative.
funny. Oh man, yo, you funny, bro. Nah, that's
You know, I
just
think
your
about a
story.
lot. I think about the stories that old people be telling
And they be
But old
making
people
up.
line up
when
for
it
Like,
comes to
fuck.
Jumbi, boss. Pana, the thing is, it must be lies. But I can't believe it's lies, bro, because they're too credible. I look at this person too much respect. Like my uncle Keith, boss. All right, so here's the time when my uncle got licked down by Jumbi.
Nah, I brother do that.
So my uncle, my great uncle, back in the days when Antigua, man does farm sugarcane and stuff. Not as slaves, but they had the sugar field and stuff.
Yeah.
He's the eldest. Yeah, he's the eldest boy, so he just have to go down to the cane field with his dad to help him out the daytime. And my boy just go down and make trips. And on the field, there used to be an old abandoned field house. I think it's back from slavery days, so it's not a functional house people live in. It's like a structure. It has made out of rocks and whatever. And my great grandpa used to tell him, don't go over there because Jumbi living in that house there. And obviously, your kid, you hear what the adults say, but you never listen to that shit. You kind of do what you want to do because I don't believe in Jumbi. I don't do this, whatever. So he lets his curiosity get the best of him, and he go over there. And not only did he go over by the house, the boy stayed a bit behind it where his dad couldn't see him and start pelt stone on the roof. So now he over there pelting stone, boop, boop, boop. He said he just feeling breeze. And when he look up behind him, this tall man was standing up over him. And the man just leg on thumping his head.
Hey, daddy. You throw the fucking stone over the roof and knock him in my head. What you? Cap.
Boss, no, he said a tall, slender man appeared and just thumped him in his head, knocked him out. Right?
Nah,
He don't know what happened. But all he know is when he woke up in the village with his mama, everybody in the village over him crying and putting scented salts up his nose to try and bring him back. Only when that happened, that's when he realized what happened, right? So that was his encounter with a whole spirit, ghost, if you want to, right? The next day, my boy go for the man. The next day, my boy take his cutlass and his machete and walk back down to the field because he and that man have beef. No, the man put his hands by he. And my uncle and us love fights, right? So the boy go down there with his cutlass, boy. He pelt the stone, but he keeping his cutlass right between his leg, like wedge, like holding it with his leg. And as he say, he feel the breeze again, and the man appear. He said he didn't even look back. He just swing the cutlass, and with the same speed he swing, the ghost just disappear. Like it like phased out.
The boy think he there go chop up Duppy.
Yeah, the boy was determined for chop up the Duppy, boss. He go for bring back proof.
And your uncle make up.
Nobody believe it.
Better than everyone uncle made that song, Duppy no who feel frightened. Make them the boy, as soon as the boy don't chop up that Duppy, he went straight to the studio. That's a fun fake fact. Nah, but it's
No,
funny.
That
That was all truth, bro.
In the Bible, when angels would always appear to somebody, they would always identify them as tall, slender men. So what if your uncle tried to kill an angel just now?
Assassinate an angel.
Yeah, the angel's
Why
like,
would the angel
Oh, he
talk
damned.
because the angel's like, why would we tell you the devil over here? What you coming over here for?
Knock you out. So
You try to give him some common sense, knock some common sense into you. And
but that man's and even them, and like as kids, they used to be in the house and whatever at night, and they say sometimes they just hear. I think when you hear donkey walking up and down outside your window, you're not supposed to look out because it's jobless.
I hear that, but I always look.
Boss, no, I didn't believe that, right?
I know the
didn't believe
donkeys
them.
of them in our village have a route.
Yeah.
So
I didn't believe them because I used to be sometimes I was like chilling on my house roof, right? And me hear the donkey and them come up the road, right? I'm the boss, like maybe like 7 of them, and them a clatter together, come up the road. Apparently, you just come up from fucking house if I run this cunt. No. And I don't fucking jobless. That ain't about it on me, boy. That's the same fucking donkey and them that mean too much. Yo,
Bro,
you know, long but they run that donkey, boss.
They free range donkey and they have a specific route. They would travel from Bethesda, come through the back of Bethesda, come up Newfield, and then walk to Newfield Village, and then go to
say that village again.
Bethesda.
Bethesda.
That's what I said.
Where you get that? You see,
Bethesda. That's what I said. Y'all don't hear it? What Bethesda?
No, you're saying it better, but when you said that first time, I know you said it was
Bethesda.
Bethesda. Yeah, your tongue was doing weird shit.
Yeah, my tongue heavy is this quarantine.
Yeah, I was saying Antigua. That's why Antigua said they were Bethesda. And I put on tongue in that.
Me and Timo, we say some word wrong now. And then like I pull up Timo upon him, and then he said the word correct. Listen, that's what they say all the time.
That's good. Yes, them donkeys will like just walk through the bush and then go to Wilkie's and then come to see, and they'll just do this and walk through Piers, then go through Dam Road and then come back to Bethesda. So they're just doing that thing over and over. So when old people used to talk about jobless and donkey and what, I was like, I ain't go road at night time. But old people used to always some weird shit, dog. Like, oh yeah, don't pick the first fruit, throw it away, and pick the second one because Jumbi touched that one.
Leaf. Yeah, the first
I'm
leaf.
like, how you know that for sure though? Because suppose I throw away the good one and then touch the one that the Jumbi touched. How do I know? How? Is it always the first one? Is it the Jumbi?
Who determines which is the first one?
Yeah.
That's the first one I saw.
I feel like the Jumbi, they're like, you can touch this one, touch it. And then I have to throw it away. And he's like, shit. And then I have to, you know what I mean? Because it don't make no sense.
That make Jumbi sound like kind of Scooby-Doo villains and shit, bro. That have some motive, some ulterior motive. Well, even my same uncle, like this him. See, this is where I don't know. This is why I'm skeptical, because there's a story of him and his brother that they both say, boss, this happened, right? They were walking from, I think, my uncle Elper. He had a girlfriend of Willie Keys, right? And they just lived down Glanvilles by Seagans.
Hey, so, that's close food.
You check? So he and he asked his brother for fall. He go up the road. So he and Uncle Keith a bucket to go up the road, go up the hill. And in Willie Keys now, and I think close like where Alena live, like by the playing field down there. There's be a pasture, but like cars and stuff just drive on the main road over there. And another thing with my uncle, the same one I get licked down by Jumbi, is he just love for stone dog, right? And he see this dog walking down the road, and he done pick up stone so that when he and the dog reach close enough, he can start pelt that day.
That's an odd choice to try to throw stones.
That's him. So I collect. So by the time he in range, he clip full and he just have a Lego. And a car passed, right? And he said he looked up after he picked up the stone, the car passed the dog, and by the time he look up again, he didn't see no dog, but a man a walk in the same direction, in the same position that the dog should have been, right? So they walking past the man, and they felt funny about it, and they just kept walking till they reach a good distance, and they looked back, and there was a dog walking, no man to be found.
I've heard stories like that before, so no
man to be found.
Nah.
And both of them are, well, I don't know if they're in cahoots with the story, but none of them ever tell the story and smile.
No, I've heard stories like that before.
Everyone, I completely believe them, because I remember, bro. I remember when one time me and Chemo, as they walked through. So there's this bush pot, right? They call him Lindsay, right? Yeah, they walk through fucking Lindsay go from Pierce to Parham. And I'll go to fucking Lindsay now for the link our gal on them, right? And while out the dog. Like we saw this fucking, it was like a little girl, far out, right? And I can't tell if she was white, if she was black, or if she was fucking glowing. But she was in all fucking white. And while we were going closer to her, bro, like she just like in front of us, dog, a donkey just stopped for fucking walking. Like
I
there was
should
no
never to be
fucking
found.
donkey and nothing, dog. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck, boy? I'm they gonna look back in the chemos and I look fucking back.
No, look back.
You can't.
The man always said, "Do not look
Oh yeah,
back."
you never look back,
But
but then she just closed the
Buzz,
gap.
you know how fucking magical that was,
Okay.
Buzz? Why, dog, yo, I wanted to look back. Kimo said, no fucking look back. I said, okay, what?
Check. God know who be showing things and come he won't sleep again. Ever.
Buzz,
Ever.
yo, no,
That's
no,
some
no. Like,
crazy.
because, like, I really and truly don't believe in Duppy, dog, but I swear there was a night I was either getting possessed or the Duppy. They choked me, no fuck. I
you sleep?
really don't know what was up. Yeah.
Oh,
It wasn't
that's
sleep.
that's-
No, it wasn't sleep. I can't say that word.
Paralysis.
Yes.
why would you say it's not that?
Because I've had that before. I was
And this one was
fully,
different.
this was completely different. I was complete, bro. I swear to God, right? Like I saw like a shadow in my room. I was in sync right at that point in time,
Also
and
recent.
not that recent.
No, I used to go sing for
that was
now
like,
and then.
that was like 2017. No, that was like 2017.
Bro, that's yesterday.
You check?
Partner,
You'll
2021
be
nearly done now.
Bro, that's yesterday.
It's still recent.
Okay, then the recent. But yeah, me in the same car, boss. And I swear to God, bro, I don't know why. But I was like, why the fuck my cousin in my room, right? But say I ain't gonna say nothing. So no, right? Like the shadow wasn't there the fucking because I thought it was my cousin at first. It was at the door and the shadow not there anymore. But my feet started getting fucking hot, bro. So after my feet started getting hot, I was like, yo, let me get up out of this fucking bed. Let me go turn on the fan or some shit. Cause the fan is on, but like I just like, bro, everything just stopped. Like my senses kind of fucking stopped. Like I feel like I couldn't like understand anything around me. And bro, like my feet getting fucking hot and the heat coming up, right? And I just started fucking choking, bro. Like this ain't no fucking sleep paralysis, bro. I was fucking choking. And the whole time I'm like, yo, what the fuck is happening, bro? The only thing I could do, bro, was just pray.
Bro, it's
I literally
funny.
pray.
That's what everybody does.
You can't do anything else, bro. I just pray, bro. And like, bro, I swear to God, bro, every time I pray, I just, bro, like I be meaning to do the things that I say I'm going to pray to and do, but then I stop after a while.
Yeah, after we're like, oh, well, good man. I safe now.
That's it, man. Yeah, really good, man.
Nah, bro, but like real life, I don't know if I was getting possessed. I don't know if it was a duppy that come. But I really don't know what the fuck happened that night.
It's funny because like when people think that they under the like the verge of being possessed, they always say that they feel heat in their body. And in my head, I'm just like, it could make sense because like monks and so who study like chi and energy and stuff, they always like talk about the heat that's built up in their hand because of the energy that they feel or they connect with. And then sorcerers and witchcraft people always like talk about the heat and stuff that they feel on their body. And people who get possessed or feel like they're getting possessed always feel like a heat. So it could be true because this one time my mom was telling me a story when she was pregnant with me and she was in Canada at the time. I think she was in like Sudbury with by my auntie, and she was saying she was in the basement because like they refurbished the basement and stuff, and that's where she was staying. And I think my dad was in New York at the time, and she was just lying down one day and she got like sleep paralysis, and then she just couldn't move, and her eyes was open and she just couldn't move, and then she felt like heat on her feet, and like somebody was like holding her neck. And then she just couldn't speak or nothing. And then she was trying to talk. And then she like uttered the words like Jesus and stuff. And then she just kept repeating his name. And then it just like every time she talk about you, she get chills and stuff. And then
bro,
in my head, I'm just like, that's crazy.
I have fucking tears by my eyes right now, bro. And y'all niggas know me, bro. Like you really don't bro, I was genuinely fucking scared that night.
It's weird because I think I somewhat had like sleep paralysis, but it wasn't anything long. It was like I was lying in bed and I was like, all right, time to get up. And I wasn't moving. I was like, huh. So I kind of was relaxing, like, I don't know what's going on in my body. Is it tired? And then after a while, I was able to move. And I was just like, that's weird. And it was just, that was it. It wasn't nothing too long, but it was just weird. And I was just like, I don't know what this is, but maybe I need to rest some more before I get up. That's all I do.
I don't think I've ever had it at all.
I'm gonna start going to therapy, bro. Like growing up in Antigua, bro, fucking damaged me, man. Like Like just thinking about it, just looking back at all of this shit, bro. Like I am so fucking damaged, bro. Like, like all y'all niggas is my friends and shit, right? And like when we talking this shit, right? Like some most of the times where like the like the events or whatever, like we talk about anything, it's about shit that I was doing, right? And like I'm looking back on my childhood, right? It was so fucking eventful because how dysfunctional it was, bro. Like it's
But
so
it
fucking
also helps you
crazy.
understand. But you see the difference though.
Yeah,
Like you see
bro.
what it was and where you are now, and you can pinpoint what shit affected you. You're kind of in a way because your shit, you didn't have shit that's like low key. This is the reason for certain things. You can pinpoint any traumatic event to something that bothering you if you
But
think about it
the
good
thing
enough.
is, yeah, I can pinpoint it, right? But I can't really do anything about it. Like it's like he got
It's
cancer.
like engraved. Yeah.
It's like he got cancer. But then they like, so what you gonna do about it, doc?
Mm.
I just looked them in the face like it's bro, it's fucking crazy, bro. Like I'm gonna start going to therapy,
Nah.
man.
Yeah, boss. And I think that's another thing too with like home. Why people look at therapy like it's a weird thing.
Because we think it's a white person thing, talking your problems out for money. Like, okay, the way how TV always put it to be is like you go to therapy and just chat to somebody and tell out your business, and then they'll tell you, this and that, and then you pay a ton of money for something that your friend could just tell you.
So they just don't see it. Like their vision of it isn't.
Yeah, their vision of it isn't like, okay, this can literally help me because this is a professional who study the psyche of a person and could probably help guide you or help you heal. They just see it as me chat my business to this person who will go home and tell for he or for she significant other who could tell for them the best friend who eventually get out. And they don't
Just me.
understand why they're paying all this money just to chat to somebody and then somebody to say,
Mm.
yeah, you're in a toxic relationship. I think you should leave. Or, hey, this is your problem and you're wrong and blah, blah, blah. And it's just that. And it just, when they see it on TV, it's always white people doing it and they just associate that thing with a white person, just like how they associate certain sports with white people.
Nah, but
'Cause-
like
yeah.
they shit happening now. Like we finally progressing.
Oh, for
Just
sure.
like a couple months ago, I saw this youth man I used to go to school with in like peer school, Anwar. Like he had this fucking I guess he was on ABS or some shit. Cause like they were talking about mental health. I'm like, yo, it's so fucking crazy, bro. Like it's only now that we actually acknowledging this shit. I remember, bro, I used to be depressed, bro. Like I got shit going on in my life. My mom though, she ain't take none of that shit serious. And I remember like at nights, bro, Timon, I be up by like I'm up on the hill, right? Up on Lions Hill. And I'm chilling on the top of the fucking bus stop, bro. Just sitting down on the fucking picture, that bikini model or whatever.
From the sun something.
Yeah, in front of I was just, bro, some nights I was just up there just saying, bro, like I'm up there smoking and shit. I used to be on my house roof sometime. I used to, I don't know, man. It's just tough.
Your host roof used to
It's
be a vibe. Bro, once you can get to your house roof, that's a vibe. I know you can't get
Not
up
to
on
them
your,
Fidget Creek
I know
mosquito.
you can't get in your mansion roof ever. It's just too high.
I can get in from the window upstairs. Hashimoto now.
never. And you want up that high over the ground?
Check.
I don't have to look down the ground. I
I
can
like
be between
16
the roof and the wall.
stories off the ground now. Jeez.
Anyways, nah, but like I feel like the whole therapy and like counseling and stuff and all that, it honestly not gonna do nothing for you if you go in there expecting it not to do nothing for you.
And that's
Yeah.
bro.
I
I
never
realized-
understood that. People would spend money and just not chat. Bro, what? If I go in there, I'm chatting everything. So I want to know. Tell me anything. All right. So one time when I was a kid, I fell down. And after that, I was afraid of the ground. I'm just start talking.
I
You
have
know?
a deep rooted fear that once I let like everything go to a fucking therapist, they're gonna be like, this person is fucking damaged. And I feel like they're gonna send me to the crazy house, dog. I feel like they're gonna send me right to the crazy house in Antigua too.
Bro,
Like, bro, because
I remember this one time. I don't know what happened to me, dog, but I felt like I was literally one move away from like going insane. Like literally, I don't know what I was doing, but I felt like there was a thread that was about to snap. And I think I did call everyone and tell him, yo, I feel like I'm literally gonna snap and then go crazy like right now. I didn't know. Like my conscience, like my inner voice or whatever, was like screaming. Like if somebody just turned up the volume and then it wasn't talking, it was just screaming. And then like sometimes when you're sitting on, you have like this, you feel like your body is zooming out. I don't know what that's about, but you just feel like you will leave in your body. You're like just getting what do you call it, the top view of yourself, and
It's
you're
like,
just zooming away.
okay, so you're
Like an
super
outer body
self-aware.
experience.
You're
Yeah,
super
super
self-aware.
self-aware.
So
So
yourself bugging out about whatever the fuck you bugging about, right?
uh-huh.
Bro, honestly, like, you was just mad anxious, bro.
Bro,
Like,
I don't know what it was, but I was like, I felt like I was literally about to go insane. And then it just calmed down out of nowhere. I was like, yo, what the fuck was that? I honestly thought I was gonna go crazy that day.
not too much. That's really how I am all the time when I'm alone or the place not quiet, bro. Or well, if the place is quiet. Bro, if I'm home alone, bro, I have to turn on my fucking TV and play YouTube. I'm on my computer, I got my headset on, and I still have the fucking radio playing music. Like, I need to always keep myself fucking active and occupied, bro. Because if I don't,
What
bro,
electric bill look
if
like?
it's manageable. Don't worry about that. But like, if I don't have all that shit going on, bro, then I get fucking sad, bro. Like, I get slow. I just get down. I don't want to eat, bro. I don't do any fucking thing. I can't get up. Like, you really don't, bro. It's like something fucking wrong with me, man.
Nah, because I have moments. Where I'm just like, I'm a natural cheerful person. That's always in a good mood. But then I have those moments where I just like have to like take a pause and literally seclude myself. And it's like one of those reset moments. Like it happens every so often. But it's like I need to not talk to anybody, and I just need to like sit down and like think about my life, where I need to go, and then set my thoughts, my goals, my movements, my planning in a certain direction before I can bring back all that happy and energetic energy back to me. So like sometimes like people, I guess I should tell people that I talk to like constantly that yeah, I'm going through these like phases, but I don't. So it'll just hit me one day and I'm just like, oh man, I don't want to deal with nobody or nothing. And I just need to be myself. And people call and text and stuff. And I'm just like, I can't. I just don't have the energy or the mind or the, because I will just be irritated at everything that you say. And then I'm gonna feel like, yeah, you are just not taking me for granted, or yo, bro. A couple times I be getting in my feelings, and at the end of it, I'm just like, bro, you're just overthinking things, and it is what it is, and you know.
How often this happen? Is it every month?
No. No, it happens every now and again. I haven't really put my mind on how often it happens, but I know when it does happen, I'm gonna be down for a minute. And then once I'm back, I'm back. And like nothing phasing me. I'm just always happy. Cause like
Nah, bro. my default is sad, and I have to make my happiness every fucking day.
My thing is, I live a, it is what it is.
That's the crazy shit about it. I be having fun on like the days when I'm not like whatever.
Because I feel like for you, it like for both of you, it's like when y'all getting y'all feels, it actually affects you, right? Like not to a point where it's just like in your head, but like let's say you had somebody around you, it's like visible,
Yeah.
right?
Like that's something I need to work on, bro, because I get snappy with people when like I'm like that, because I get frustrated real quick, bro.
And they
Like,
did shit to you, they're probably in your thing because they realize you're kind of off today, and they want nothing but to see, just say, yo, bro, how can I help you? Yeah, I'm here for you type of thing. Yo, let's do something.
like, bro, if
I
I
always
don't
find
feel,
myself being that person, not like the sad person. I don't get sad a lot, but I feel like that's because I don't let myself get sad. And like Evian look at me as if I have this power, and I kind of feel like I must have this power where I have the ability to turn it on and off, because like I really I know, especially since like my grandma died, I have a very like it is what it is attitude. Not in the sense that I wouldn't try for something,
Mm.
but even I'll do what I need to, what I know I need to do to get where I want. But if I don't get there, then oh well, and it don't bother me that I don't get there. It just means that I have to keep doing it, and I look at it like on paper. So if the rule is, you know, you have to keep doing it until you get it, I literally apply it to myself as a like on the inside, as if it was just on paper. It's just a rule, it's just words on the thing. It's just what it is. This I don't care to be sad about it. I'm not gonna be happy about it or excited or whatever. It just is what it is.
People be thinking that like that I have this unbothered attitude, bro. When in fact, bro, like I'm
No,
fucking
it's a defense
I'm
mechanism
a
for you.
very sensitive individual, bro. Like now I look at it, bro. I'm very fucking sensitive, bro. Like you do something right, and like that makes me snappy too, and that also made me fight, bro. Like I'm very fucking sensitive. You do something I don't like, bro, and I'm gonna like I'm gonna come at you really aggressive about it, right? And then if you decide to like answer back in an aggressive tone, then like there's a high possibility that we're gonna fight, bro. Because I'm just fucking it's
Yeah,
it's
I
rough,
feel like
man.
it's also who you're. I don't know.
No, you
Because like
see,
for me, I've never seen Jaren in any other state except being goopy.
uh-huh.
Like every time I come across Jaron, whether we meet up somewhere or whatever, I pull up at Timon or wherever, see all wherever Jaron is forever in Jaron mode.
Because you see what that is, bro. Like at that point in time, we all like we're talking. There's a lot of noise around, right? There's a lot going on, and
It's
my
like
mind can
distracting you
just
from.
yeah, it distracts me from just like sitting down and thinking like, yo, this is my life, bro. It's
So it's like an
pretty
escape in a sense.
See,
yeah.
but that's how you know you're gonna grow as a person later on because you're able to identify your flaws and your problems, and even if you don't know how to fix it right away, you're aware of them. A lot of
And you just need to
people,
tell yourself you can do it too.
a
Like
lot of
just know
people,
to yourself you can do it.
a lot of people would be like, "Oh, I don't have any problems. I don't have any faults. That nothing bothers me. I don't care about anything," and they'll look at themselves as, "This is how I am. This is how I forever will be, and I can't change." And I'm just like, so you're saying you know that you have a stealing problem and you're just gonna put yourself in that environment because you can't stop? It don't make no
It's like they
sense.
don't give themselves. Yeah, yeah. I feel like it. We look at ourselves as lesser than what we actually are.
Yeah.
And for some reason, whatever it is, whether it's some traumatic event that mentally scarred us, whatever, maybe the things that were said to us by people that we care about or we hold their opinions high, whatever it is, it just it leaves a permanent, like it's almost like there's an actual rope that's or a lock that's keeping this potential you have from being released. Well, I don't get it. For me. You know, I'm lucky enough to not have that in my life, so I wouldn't be able to say, yeah, John, I know exactly what that feels like. But at the same time, I can look at John and say, yo, whatever it is, I know you can freaking do it. You can get through that shit because I see you as a person, and I don't see you for the shit that is in your life. I see you for you. You check?
Nah,
And I
I
think that
like
we have to look at ourselves that way for us to, you know, you have to believe in yourself, not because you want to do it, but because regardless as to whether you want to or not, you just need to know that you can.
nah.
It's not impossible.
I real life love y'all niggas, bro. Cause like it like y'all showed me a different life from what I saw around me all the fucking time, bro. Cause like I had this fucking my dysfunctional life, and then like the people I kicked it with, like they had dysfunctional lives too. Like we were just on a
Mhm.
bad path together,
Together. Yeah.
and then like I started hanging out with y'all niggas, right? And then when we started kicking it, right? Like y'all showed me different shit, bro. Like it was just crazy, bro. It was crazy. Like sometimes my grandma give me like lunch money. Sometimes
Mhm.
she ain't give me lunch money. Either way, I'd either find my own way to get me some money, or they just steal somebody's shit. But then seeing Timon come to school every day with money and lunch, that shit, bro,
It's
that blew
just
my
three
mind, bro.
dollars. It's literally just $3.
Nah, it don't matter, bro. It's just like that blew my mind, bro. Like I was like, wow, that's different, bro. Like you really don't understand. Like Man,
Nah,
just
but
like,
we just took that shit for granted too.
No, I still take
Like
that
me
yeah,
shit
and
for
Timon,
granted.
Hmm?
I still take that shit for granted sometimes.
yeah. It's like I honestly, I feel like from jump, like even like Jade, right? Jade used to look at me and just have this he like it's like a standard, you kind of judge your life where you're at in your life, and like how you kind of look at somebody and you say this person have a better life than me.
Mm.
And Jade used to do that shit all the time, and I couldn't see a difference between my life and Jade life. And then I literally just had to just sit back and say, yo, I'm not gonna see it because I'm not living it. So I just have to freaking understand, yo, there's literally things that I'm not seeing because I literally just take it all for granted. It is what it is. So that's why I'm not seeing it. And I realize that's usually the case with a lot of things. So like we just take shit for granted. I feel like it's just natural to take shit for granted because that's just the normal for us. Yeah, if you wake up to food every day, it's gonna be weird if somebody was to like be like, wow, you wake up to food every day. It's like, uh, duh. Like, it's because it's just such a given for you. But literally, some people don't wake up and have anything, but you can never imagine it because you never live it.
True. But
So you just have to
Jade was a
step.
cool dude in high school, man, until he started hanging out with Alex and he got weird. Cause like,
No,
oh, Jay,
Alex.
little buff ass nigga.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was like,
those little buff niggas, they always like mad aggressive, bro. Always.
nah,
No,
but
Jay
Jade
was not
was too
aggressive. He was
calm.
very he was too passive. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why he was like Alex like a toy.
Yeah,
Not that I think Alex intended to have him as a toy.
yeah.
But Jade used to literally. I feel like he used to feel. It's like how we know Alex had issues,
Yeah.
or he had like his whatever. I feel like it's because Jade knew that stuff. He opened his heart and was just there for him because of it.
And then he got like so intertwined and he couldn't separate himself. But then
Yeah.
he was afraid like Alex was gonna
So what did he
explode.
what did he become? What
He
he
just-
become at the end?
Did Alex toy. Like if Jade boss, Alex used to come. Well, we used to left the class. No, I said Jade, come here.
And whatever Jade did,
I
whatever
just
Jade
left.
do, Jade stop and go. And I'm just like, bro, you fucking doing work, bro.
You check. Come in, the boss. And the boy would stop his work and be like, yo, why boss?
I was just like, tell them I'm
Yeah.
after school now, so after
You
class
check.
something. I'm like,
So
this mother's
So
calling when you
basically-
go.
so basically, right? Like he was
Alex bitch.
not really
Basically.
bitch, though, not bitch. In the movies, right? The villain always have, a little sidekick.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he was basically Alex sidekick.
Check.
But Jade had like mad besides him being a little short and buff, the boy could draw, dog.
Yeah, I know that.
But the thing is, when I saw him in first form, he was just doing them chasing out Goku drawings, and then he started freehanding the Goku drawings. Then the boy started drawing his hand, and then he just started getting more intense and detailed. And I watched this man skills grow, and I'm just like, he really put in the practice now. Because when he in class, he be drawing the back of his book and listening, and you just drawing all the time. And I think I look back at like people at Adventist school and see how hard they work at things. And I realized that, everybody literally start out at like square zero, but certain people put in the work and certain people have natural talents. And those who don't have any natural talent and just pick it up, they just that skilled. So in my head, I'm always thinking, bro, nothing is ever far out of reach. Because like all you have to do is like, you have to have the right connections. You have to put in the hours and you can learn about anything. So
That's facts.
in my head, I'm just like, I'm not gonna master everything because I just don't have the life to do it. But if I learn a little of everything, I can put a little of anything to use. And that's I'm a fucking Swiss Army knife in that situation. I don't need to know everything, but I know enough on a little thing, and that could take me far.
Yeah.
So
And
that's what it is.
enough, bro. That enough is enough to gain more knowledge. Because
And
you can have
open
a
doors.
conversation. You have a conversation with somebody, you talking about that shit, bro, and they gonna tell you
Mhm.
some more. Like they give you, bro, yo.
And that's just
I
more you
know-
have.
I know a whole bunch, bro. Like like I've been learning and just picking up a whole bunch of different shit, bro. Like right now with my whole fucking tech shit, bro. Right now, I enjoy my life, man. I enjoy my life.
I feel like you have a life now that's yours.
I don't have one yet.
You know?
Yeah.
No, you have the most life to man because you do everything. You literally do everything that you want to do.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
not the
because
way I want to.
No, but you're
Timon, like,
literally on par to get in there. That's the point.
you're a little further ahead than us, bro. Like Timon, you're
It's
actually in
funny how
your
you
career.
all think
Timon,
that.
you're in your career
No,
field.
bro, you're
Timon,
in your career.
that's something that me and everyone can't say.
You're doing what you want to
And-
do
Yeah.
in the sense like this is your way of earning income for the rest of your life as a professional in this sense. Like this is your
Like
profession.
you
Grass,
went to
grass is always
school for
greener.
this. You went to school for this profession, and then that, like Timon, like
Yeah. You're doing what you want to do.
what's next
Like,
for you to do is pay your damn school loans. Like everyone still have to find like his career to go pay his school loan. I dropped out of school. So I'm kind of lost now, like trying to figure out what the fuck I'm about to do now.
But like John, but you have to have more structure. Before time, it used to be this was you was your life. You'd wake up and then go to buy Timon to see what Timon gonna do at the
Hell
post,
yeah.
right?
Nigga, I ain't had no Wi-Fi, bro. I had to go to my house to go talk to the bitches, bro.
You know, but like your life was kind of like around, like both you kind of shared that aspect. Like it's not what I'm going to do today. It's like what we could do today. But now it's like you have things that you do,
Yeah, because
and only you do it in your own time and all that shit, and that's your shit. You know.
I was really the nigga that you just hit up like, yo, like what you trying to go somewhere right now? I'm like, yeah, whatever.
So you have things that's going on for you, whether it's bringing you money or just bringing you happiness. You know, you build your PC or something that you did. You know, all that shit. You were interested. You did all that shit. It's like a hobby. You know, you have shits that's like particularly, particularly like yours that you do.
Moving around, bro, and I'm about to build a car, bro. I'm gonna have fun, bro.
So I'll say yeah, everybody like we all stepped up, but like for you for sure, I'll say yeah, Timon ahead of the game, and as far as me and you.
Grass is always greener. Y'all feel like y'all have more
Timon.
life experience than me at this moment. But I get it. I hear
Yeah,
what y'all say.
What?
We probably have more life experience than you, right?
That's what I
Like
want.
I definitely have more life experience than you, but you have you have training
more than me,
wheels still,
Timon.
bro. You have training wheels still, like bro, like you don't pay rent, Timon. Like that's pretty fucking big. Like that's something I feel like you take that for granted because you want to move out right now.
I do take that for granted for real. But there's a lot that go into that whole statement, yeah. But
like, bro, I find it crazy that Evian moved out and left everyone in. Like that's crazy to me.
I
Like,
get why she left too, because it's more of she has more of a freedom and independence on her own, and she don't have that same leeway that a guy would have. You know what I mean? So if she's by herself, she can more find herself. But if she's with the family or the folks or the brother or whatever, she can't fully find herself in that environment.
come on.
So she had to.
You know what happened? You know what happened on the days when I don't want to cook?
Erica cook.
I have to spend money. I have to spend money, right? that I like. I have the way how like the money sets up, right? Like I have the money for like I got the leisure money, right? But then the leisure money usually go into computer.
Nah.
It usually go into my hobbies.
Yeah, I put
So
most of
no,
those in investments instead.
No, I don't invest everything. I don't save everything. I save some money just so that I can enjoy myself this weekend. Like, I always keep a little money just to make sure I treat myself at the end of the week. And like that's my leisure time money, bro. So like if it's a fucking $100 and I say boom, let me go buy a new SSD, then I'll do that.
$100?
But like so now boom. I'll just be there like
Is it every week?
Buy SD card every week?
Not really every week, but like, that's really how it is. I forgot where the fuck I was.
Oh, you were just telling me how you save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I'm like, bro, like you just bro, like that's a bill that's knocked off of your shit. I don't understand, bro. Like you want this life experience, man. Like It ain't shit, bro.
No,
Chill.
because I
That's why
feel
I
like
tell. That's why I tell you what
when
I
I
always
get
tell you.
tossed in the deep end, I'll figure it out faster because I have no other choice. You
No,
know,
like right
But
now,
you know, you shouldn't be tossed there. You should step there. You gradually walk and get deeper and deeper and deeper until you float, and then you still proceed over to the deep end. Not make a drastic choice and jump off the freaking diving board
bro, why you
just
think
because.
parents take you to the beach and try to drown you? They're
My
trying
parents
to,
didn't do that.
they're trying to teach you a lesson. Learn quick or die.
they do,
You know?
John do. John John carry me out to upon a fucking what you mean? Upon a reef, and that swimmer left me. Indian town. I'm upon the
Was it
seaweed, I
funny?
never turn up. Upon the seaweed, I never turn up. I was around. So how the fuck we get back on the stand?
Bro, I used to always think sea urchins were in the seaweed. And that's the
Was
only
scared.
thing I was scared of. I was gonna step on something prickly and die.
That never crossed my mind.
That's the only thing. Because in my head is me.
Being-
There's no way this is just seagrass. And there's no stone I'm casting in the seagrass. I'm going to go in here and dig my foot fall and dig my knee fall and dig my elbow and then die.
The things are worse now when it was think of Dylan the birthday, right? And me remember what beach you be with the fucking jetty,
Pigeon
right?
point.
But my step, yes, my step on a fucking urchin, right? After my step on the urchin,
You go up here.
I say, ow. And then when I jump back in the fucking water, my hand go for the same fucking urchin. One time I saw them have a limp on the fucking sand, I have fetching all the little urchin needle and then in my foot and
And
in
they-
my hand. The
And they
same
just
fucking
breaking
time.
off because like they hollow.
Same fucking time, boss. Hey, me and Bex no fuck.
Yo, why are they hollow? What they pushing? Yo, is it like do they filter water and stuff through those pores or those pins?
I can do everything through that because that's all they have.
No, they have
the
a
top
big
side.
ass mouth at the bottom that with
There's
little
a
pins.
mouth?
Yeah, it's little pins that they used to walk. Actually, they use the spines
Yeah.
to walk, but they use the mouth inside to like fling sand and stuff in their mouth and eat and filter whatever. So yeah, so I'm like, they have a big ass mouth at the base of their stomach, and they walk with the spines. Why are the spines hollow? Because like when they break off and say my foot, and I'm like trying to grab it and pull it out, it'll just snap, and I'm just like, as a hole, is it venom? What's this hole for?
Wait, what are you asking about? Why does the spines are hollow?
Yeah.
Or it's so that they don't get stuck onto whatever is trying to attack them. Cause like if they, bro, like if
Oh yeah, so you can break. Yeah,
like if the shit don't break off, then they stuck to it.
yeah. It would be like if you stomp on bud grass.
And that's just fucking annoying.
Yeah,
Why would that be fucking seawater mud grass? That's annoying as fuck.
Yeah, so that was usually always my thing. But then one time, what I used to do is I would come to the seaweed, and then I kind of like brush my hand across it, and then I stand up right there. Or then when I stand up there, I kind of drag my foot and kind of kick stuff just to scare it or move it away before I walk. And then after a while, I realized, yo, there's nothing ever up here, so I just run on. But it's one time, I think for camp we went to Bird Island, and my auntie husband at the time, they have a boat, Archie, and he came over there.
Who Archie?
That live on the corner next to Jan. Yes, Archie. And he had a boat, so she came with him and Carolee, and came over. So I saw them coming up on his boat. I'm like, hey, who these people with this boat? And I came off. I'm like, oh, it's my auntie. So they dug the boat like literally inches from the shore, right? So in my head, I was like, oh, cool. I could just jump over there and hold onto the boat and climb up. So I jump over, right? But my hand missed the boat. And it's me, oh, I could just fall in the sand. I don't know why the shore to the boat was so deep of a drop, right? But I fell and I grabbed onto the surface of the water. I kept falling, right? I literally put my hand up to hold onto the water because I couldn't reach the boat. And my hand just kept going down. I'm looking down, dark blue. I'm looking up, it's getting dark. And I'm just like, I need to get to the ground so I can spring myself off. And it just didn't seem like either one was happening. And I was panicking and I couldn't hold the ear. The ears I kept saying, yeah, I can't stay in here because you're going places I don't want to go. And he was just trying to leave my lungs. So I'm there panicking as a little kid. And then I start floating back up, and I can see Archie looking over, just watching me as I come back up. And I'm just like, stretch out your hand, please.
Is the anticipation of you breaking the water, no? The surface, no?
Boss.
I feel like it just make your lungs want to breathe.
Cause like I get that, bro. Cause I remember I fell overboard one time when I'm in they go fishing with John. Fell overboard, dog. Like we in open ocean, the dog, and I fell in the fucking water, right? I almost started good. I'm like rascal, my dead. But then I just started going back up. I was like, Jesus Christ. I accepted that because like I fell in the water. I didn't think I was gonna come back up.
Bro, the one time I accepted death by water is when we went to Stingray City. Cause I've never tell this story in this podcast before now. But I almost drowned Jaran because it was everyone family and then went over and Zelikanso was there, right? I don't know that this family was raised by what I do named Phelps, right? Because all of them can swim and they're like elite swimmers at that, right? They must be treading with their toes and staying perfectly still, right? In this water, the wavy pushing me around like, blah, blah, blah. And they just they're like, oh yeah, just chatting, right? And I know I can back float for a bit and then breast stroke and then do a little dive and whatever. Once my foot can go back on the ground, I'm good, right? And then man Zeddy say, yo, right, about how much you are there? Like more than 10, right? And Zeddy said, guess I go swim over to that reef. So I look at the reef, I'm like,
I'll go next side.
Yeah, the next side of that reef, right? So I look at the reef, I'm just like, I think I can make it. It's not that far, right? So in my head, I seen little reefs leading over to that reef. So in my head, I'm like, aha, if anything, I can just go rest off of this little reef and then go over to that one, right? So I had on my goggles, and when you put on them goggles on your face, like the one with the little blow tube, bro,
the snorkel.
Why would you put on those shits, bro?
Because
I saw them shits be trying to kill me, nigga.
No, because those things make you feel like you're the best swimmer. Okay, you can just keep your head on the water for days and just breathe.
Come on, I swim with my eyes wide open. And being real, like I learned to swim from like hanging out with y'all niggas. Cause like I used to go to the beach and I could always like try to keep myself up.
I couldn't.
But then y'all niggas be swimming out, bro. Like y'all be swimming, bro. I'm like, you ain't no bitch, bro. You better go with these niggas.
Yeah, but you see, that's the thing. I could only do it for a bit, but I could never tread and I could never transition into a proper back float when my foot wasn't touching the ground, right? So that was like my major flaws. I couldn't swim, right? So in my head, when I had on the goggles, I was saying, okay, if I'm doing the breaststrokes, I could pause and just like literally face plant and rest off and then breathe through the tube. And then I could just continue, right? So when everybody spring off from the little sand and going over to the reef, the butt, like it just got deep. So while I'm swimming and everybody literally going off, choo, 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 like little fishes in the water, right? I'm behind and everyone, I can't really swim that much, right? So he kind of keeping his pace with me, right? But I could tell I'm holding him back. So I'm already putting in the work, right? And the way how I swim, I don't know how to use my feet to tread and kick the water to propel myself. So it's all arms, right? So I'm in the water, just throwing arm, right? Just overhand, swimming. I can feel myself sweating in this water, right? I'm putting on work and my hands gonna get tired before I even reach halfway. And everyone they like treading, saying, "You good?" I'm like, yeah, go ahead, man. And I'm, and I'm there swimming, and I'm looking down, and all I'm seeing is stingrays swimming under me, right? So now I start panicking a little.
You die.
He watched me die, dog, and he couldn't save me. That's the thing. If I was drowning at that point, he couldn't have saved me, right? So I'm trying to see me. Okay, let me just keep my head down. Let me breathe a little, and let me see if I can just keep this float going. I'm watching this stingray coming midway up, coming closer to me. They're just on the ground, and I'm watching this stingray. This is me. Man, I'm gonna die here, and nobody even know, right? And every minute, I hear everyone saying something. I look up and I see, because I can't tilt my head too far back because water might get in the spout, right? And I can't work too hard because I might fling water down the spout and I might drown. So I'm swimming and I see a little, like literally, it's like a little mountain of sand. And I swim over to that and I could only put one foot on it. So now I'm standing up with one foot. I'm just like, Everybody,
tiptoe.
I'm halfway. Everybody at the other side of the reef just watching me. Hurry up, hurry up. So this is me. Yo, I just come back, please. I just come back, please. So they did chatting and laughing or whatever, right? With themselves, and everyone kind of like in between me and them, right? Just chilling. And I said, okay, I'm this far. Let me just keep going. Right. So I kept going and I'm crying in this water, right? I'm crying and swimming. I'm just like, yo, just let me get to the side, dog. Soon as I touch the other side of the reef, all right, let's go back. Yo, boss. I start crying with everyone and everyone. I'm like, yo, please, I just wait, boss. I'm tired. Right. And they're like, yo, you have to go back. Let's just go back, boss. And everyone's like, we just have to make it back. He came back to Antigua for something.
Because I know this is after I left Antigua. Right?
It probably would be after.
If this is after I left Antigua, Timon, you mean for tell me that I started hanging out with y'all niggas and I started learning how to swim because I was hanging out with y'all niggas and you still couldn't swim?
Bro, you see?
The boy was a fraud.
Bran was the only the good swimmer among us. Now, Bran and everyone were only like the top-notch swimmers. Everybody else was just, they could get to a place in the water. That's the only amount of swimming I ever thought I needed. If I fell off a boat, I could swim back to the boat. If I saw a shore, I can definitely swim to that shore. But out here, I was just farming the fool. There was no real agenda until I was drowning.
The thing is, the boy, that's why I couldn't really tell Timon's actual reaction, because he had the snorkel over his face, right? So, like, I can't tell that he was actually in despair. At most, I thought this guy just tired, you know, or maybe foot catch cramp, you know, something of that nature.
My foot was just dragging.
Yo, don't kick your foot now.
Bro, every time I kick my foot, I sink. So this is me. Well, I don't need that bitch. So I only use my hand to propel.
Timon, you didn't look for, so y'all tell me you didn't swim and your foot and me just dead.
Dragging.
Timon, I'm drowning.
Doggy paddle with no foot. But and the thing is that your feet to the powerhouse now.
Bro, that's what keep your float, Timon.
Bro, every time I kick my foot and then will just start going lower, and then I just like, all right, let me stop. And when I stop, they come right back up. And I try to kick them and keep them close to the top, like I see everybody do, but I just can't do it. So I just
Timon, you were floating and using your hands to paddle while floating.
Basically.
So that means you were moving really slow, so you had to catch
yourself using all the strength you have
all
to
the
just
strength for just my
wow.
arms, dog.
Timon, you are rascal.
So whenever you all saw me swimming, it's because my foot could touch the ground, and then I would literally glide and then move my hand and push. Yeah.
At that point in time, it would have been easier for you to like, I don't know, like to go under. And then you go on and then like
use your foot.
But I can't do that with the snorkels now.
But that's what it's for.
I can't, because once you get under the water and water get in the snorkels and you have to breathe to get the water out, all don't come out. So the first big gulp I take, I'm taking this hot water and then I feel like I'm drowning.
You know what happened? The first time you put on a snorkel, you panic on that shit. And you're just scared to do it ever since. That's why you're scared to let water go in that shit. Timon, like, honest to God, you didn't have to struggle that much.
I feel he just panics.
Yeah, you didn't have to struggle that much.
Well, yeah, I can say that now.
It's a panic thing. Because like even the thing with your foot, it's like you're so mindful of it. I bet like your foot not even gonna kill you. And it's like you just notice it go down like a bit and you panic. So your heart don't pop out your chest during and you start flinging them back up.
See, I always wanted to
get more comfortable.
I wanted to just practice swimming though, because that's something I wanted to do last year and this year, like go to a gym with a swimming pool or public local.
I hate swimming in pools.
Yeah, swimming pools are ass.
It's okay.
I love swimming in the ocean, but swimming in
even a lake, it's hard to swim in the lake in a lake
because there's no buoyancy.
Yeah, the time you jump off that dock and I just like, hello, this is taking longer than usual.
That happened out of gut, boss.
Oh, you jumping gut?
Yeah, Kakishma said, come on, swimming this. I'm saying, okay. But I don't say no. Because, bro, like, I really have too much fucking pride. If I'm pounding them say they can do this, like, bro, I'm just do them. Because why not? I ain't no bitch. So, bro, like, that man said, let's all go swim. Boy, hey, worst fucking thing of my life, Timon. Because when I went there, when I went in the fucking water, when you're in the ocean water, you don't really feel your weight. As soon as you go in the still water, you feel all your fucking weight. Pardon. Like I was thinking, I was like, hold up, I have to keep myself up.
Yep. You have to work that shit.
Hey, never again. We never
again. Even to this day, I'll swim to until I can swim. When I go in that lake, I wear my life jacket. Because I ain't got time for that.
Bro, one time,
I don't have time for that.
when I went over by Everyone Lake House, right? Because they have a whole island on this lake, right? And yeah, I tell you, everyone come from money, dog. Like he's a duke, just cool. Anyways, let me stop bragging too much.
You will make people
pull up by everyone and rob him and shit.
I'll get to my iPhone.
Right? Yeah, so we went over by everyone's like lake house, and this man's like, but yo, let's go in the lake, right? So he jump off in the lake, and I'm just like, well, I can't really swim, right? So I jump off, and tell me why that water ice cold. That shit was just cold for no reason. Listen to me, bro.
It's different in the middle of July.
Ain't it this summer? Right?
And the thing is, it's not even considered cold at that time. That's when people are like, oh yeah, this is perfect.
Bro.
That's what they call perfect, yes.
And when I go under that lake water, dog, and I open my eyes, I couldn't see shit. And this is me. I feel like there's 60 parasites in my eye.
Yeah, I was swimming in that, dog. I can't, bro.
Yeah, it's not that. Nah, it's actually clean. Like it's there's no bugs and mud. It's not muddy. It's like, imagine a mountain, a rocky, like a volcanic mountain, like with the rocks and everything, with the cliffs and all that stuff, but submerged.
Bro, it was dark at the bottom.
Like.
It was
It
was scary.
It's dark. You can't see the bottom, but it's clean water. If you scoop up a bucket, that's what we use in the house.
Next to the rocks, it's clean, but like out there, that shit dark, and I'm just like, what's on my feet? Like, cause
it's deep. It's deeper.
Yes. As soon as I look down there, I was like, well, I don't want to go down there.
I get a glimpse of that.
I'm saying, can't do that.
So I just went back to the jetty, climbed up the ladder, and then I did not go back in the water. That was it. I was just cold.
Only gotta do it once.
But I would like to do like those water sports though.
You went tubing, no?
I didn't. No, I didn't.
You didn't.
I wanted to. I think I was saying something about it, but I think we saw people doing it, but I never been.
But you really didn't?
I really didn't. Cause I think you were thinking about it too, something about it, but
you weren't there when Janelle was there?
Yeah.
Janelle did it? Y'all left together.
Yeah.
Boss, Janelle tube that boss. You sure you didn't do it?
I am.
Some blood spot.
I'm 100% sure I didn't do that.
Because I know Janelle did it.
Where and when?
When you were there, because y'all were there together.
15.
16, yeah.
16 is when I graduated. 16. 15 is when I started the state college.
Yeah. Yeah, and you came to remember you came
up in 2015.
Wait. No, it's 15.
Yeah, that's when we came up.
No, my grad, yeah.
For your graduation, yeah.
Whatever. It was 15, yeah. Because you came over for the 2 weeks, and yeah. And then you and Janelle left together, or?
No, it was me and your dad.
Oh, okay. But whatever, I'm in there together. Oh, maybe Janelle did.
Janelle came down later. Oh. She came down later. Yeah. So she probably did it after I left.
Okay. Okay. But I know she did it for sure.
Bro, your cousin is different, dog. That whole summer, this is me. Yeah, I'm gonna tell your cousin how I feel about her because I crushed on this girl for like my whole high school. Right, I go tell this girl what's up. She's like, I didn't know you had a crush on me. I'm like, girl, the teachers knew I had a crush on you. How you didn't know? Everybody knew, right?
I knew you had a crush.
Everybody knew except her. So I'm just like, I don't think I was that,
it's not even you.
For a little hurt.
It's her, bro. I feel like,
and I'm out here making moves and stuff, and she just not picking up. But I'm just like, what is my game off? What's happening right now?
Timon, I used to think Daniel was emotionless until I met her. Like she seemed unhinged. Honestly,
because she's not close to you. That's what it is.
I never understood like why you had a crush on her because she seemed unhinged. Because she just seemed too chill,
too calm. She doesn't exist.
No, it's not calm. She seemed too tense. She seemed like she was dead set on perfection. She seemed like bro, on it, she was sell. She was sell, bro. Like straight up, like that's the kind of vibe she gave me. I was like, it's kind of weird, bro. But I was like,
Nah,
whatever.
shit always be
I,
going
I
on like I could see gears turning every time I look at her. And she always thinking about something. So I'm always curious, like, yo, what's she thinking about? What's going on? Because in my
bro,
head, I was like, she probably mad funny, but she just don't let nobody know. Or so it was like this interesting look. And she had this sly look and sly smile sometimes. So I'm always curious as what she's thinking and what she laughing about in her head. There's like shit going on. And I can
Because
if
you
tell.
somebody
crackhead boss. It's like if y'all see Janelle at my house, like interacting with us, like in that setting, you wouldn't believe it's the same person
I
at
think,
all. You'd be shocked.
I think it's the cankles for me.
so you saying Lilico, soft spoken, well, proper speaking Janelle. She
Make
just
sure Navy
turned
and get two
loud and
together. Why not? When I tell you, you would not believe your eyes or ears. It's like I'm like, fam, how you like this in real life?
I know, man.
Like
To
how
me,
you switch this off? Because
to
like this is literally like I feel like you're not having fun when you exist on a daily basis. Like you're literally not allowing yourself to have. Because I know what you are like when you're in like your own environment.
I've
Type of
never
thing.
seen that
I
side.
real life used to be scared of her, bro. I pictured her and someone actually going through in life and actually having like a relationship, and she just stabbing this nigga like 4 times because like she finally snapped because of some stupid shit Timon did. I was
See,
like, Timon playing with his
You know,
life.
I'm gonna tell shit up, but like, John, yeah, but smile. No.
you see, man, because in my head, I'm just like, I wouldn't have seen it coming, and I had a smile to the end.
The boy like, nah, that was the thing about. Oh, you can get that up.
Now I saw her coming. I was like, damn, bro.
Oh no, she didn't right now.
Shoulda
I know she in
warned you.
China studying for stuff. It's weird now because every time I message this girl, she's doing like studying or exams and stuff. And I'm just like, I have more friends in China who always make the time. So I'm like, I'm clearly the problem here.
See, you
Janelle,
like
if you're
what?
listening, you're hearing tomorrow. That's how he feels.
No, because sometimes she's like, yeah, exam coming up. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm aware of your timetable.
Janelle different. That's the thing. Like literally, I'm like, the thing is, I used to have to walk around with the information about her I had in my head, and just knew that if I was to say this, nobody would ever believe me.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? This man want me from his cousin. He's like, nah, man, you don't want that trouble. I was like, what do you mean,
I
bro?
told you, bro. She was going to stab you, bro, like 4 times, bro. You gonna die.
It's like the
I'm
more
like,
they,
yeah,
the more they want
Janelle,
me.
not little and cute. Like y'all think, because I'm like, yo, what y'all see is not what you get. She's actually a person.
And she's unhinged, right?
The more that they want me,
Actually
the
a
more
person.
curious I get because I'm just like, bro, what is he in? Because I don't see it.
So
I think because y'all don't see nothing. Because you don't show y'all nothing. But like us, it's like, yo, we're family. We know each other. You know? So it's like, yo, it's like anything goes when it's just us.
he still haven't told me that she not unhinged. So like if ever I'm like one more time, and that's going to be like the image forever.
I wouldn't say she's unhinged. What do you mean? Okay, when you say describe an unhinged person.
Describing an unhinged person is like Alex, bro. Like Alex. Really and truly, like Alex. She could explode at any time if like the right thing happened.
You see, I wouldn't say that. She's like Evian in the sense. You have an experience Evian and Moody.
Oh my goodness.
She
Not
like
really,
that.
Evan. Always cool to me.
That whenever you get into a mood, everybody did done right there. And so that's when I went
like that. So
when I
just
went
like, yeah,
when I went to
Janelle,
Waterloo to go check on, so I was like, yo, okay. I was literally in my head, I was just like, I hope they don't argue, and I hope Evian doesn't get into a mood because that's the day, right? Because like Evian is funny and cool and stuff, right? But like when she gets upset, that's it. That's it.
That's it for you. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, he don't give
like
a
I
shit.
live with that my whole life.
But I can't not give a shit because that's my friend. I'm not trying to jeopardize the friendship because everyone don't give a shit.
No, because that's the thing that y'all think we're like when she got like that, fam, she literally when she come out of it, she not holding nothing against you.
I don't care. At that point, it looked like
It's like a her
serious.
thing. It's like when she's in a mood, it's like she's in a sphere existing in her own bubble.
But I'd be so worried.
Nah,
I'd be so worried and concerned. I'm just like, yo, is Evian gonna come back from this? Like, how long is this gonna be? And in my head, I'm just like, do I give her space? Do I ask what's going on? Do I beat everyone up for her? Like, well, what am I? Yeah,
I know. Just leave her alone.
Once I get her in a better, when she's in a better mood, everybody's having fun. But when she's in a bad mood, the party done. Everyone is the only one.
My
that's
party
happy.
never done. My
longest
party
while-
never done.
For the longest while, me and Evian had a weird relationship. Because like I never really considered her my friend. I saw her more as like, oh, that's my boy sister. And I thought you saw me as like, oh, that's my brother boy. Cause like, so like every time me and Evian used to interact, it was always, you know, like a fake conversation. You know, it's not really much, but you know, you just a couple giggles and shit. Cause you know, yeah. Yeah, because I never really saw her as my friend. Like I, you know, so I never seen her in a bad mood. And then after I finally like accept her as my friend, I still never see her as in a bad mood. So I don't understand it. She seemed pretty cool all the time.
That's cool. She's literally like the female version of Evron, right? But then moods though, like Evian's the sis for sure. But like,
I feel like all the feelings that I lack and I don't hold on to, she hold them for me.
It could be. That could be the key. That could be the answer.
Like that's, but she just bond with all of it. I left it out.
Bro, the thing is that whenever I'm pulling up with Evron and Evian, the same with when I pull up with Cameron Kiel, listen to me. Whew, I hope they don't argue today. You know, it's the same thing with Evron and Evian, and I think everyone was saying it's a sibling thing, and I'm just like, it could be.
It is, because it definitely is a sibling thing, and the thing is, Timon has an older sister, but I feel like with your age gap, you're all never in each other's face like that, because literally things that I think you would understand, you don't. And I'm like, you probably have a sister, but I guess y'all didn't grow up the same way. But I'm like, I don't know, I don't get it. Because like the way like you get mad for shit that Shama do, I'm like, this man really mad. I'm like, I feel like this man gonna be mad for a while. Like you hold taking this to the grave. Whereas siblings fight 5 o'clock, 5:45, it done.
Oh, bro,
Tom, and I'll see you go with me, and keep my Harry boy. I mean, keep Harry fight, right? Hey, that's a while for a couple of days now.
But yeah, well, you different, man. You're the same man as you and whoever discuss, and then I'll go drink water and come back and discuss again.
No, real life, bro. That man's been really like snake me that time. I remember what happened, dog. I remember what happened. But like a whole ton of fights they go on that time, the boss. Cause that man boss. I used to get in so much trouble, right? With these niggas. I used to get in so much trouble because like when somebody violate these niggas, like I always have to fucking stand up. And then I don't remember what the fuck happened, bro, where like niggas snaked me. Like, bro, that's crazy.
Bro, you always know what that remind me of when I was thinking about John and pausing. So my auntie Elsie used to raise a twin. I can't say two twins. Raise a twin, right? And he used to come over for us for Sabbath lunch and so one Sabbath we by my grandmother's house and
they scared me too.
And they eating cane, right? So my dad went and got a bunch of cane from his yard, my uncle yard. So it's like a trunk full of cane that everybody just eating, right? And the twins and them were on their cane. So they must have on the last cane that they had, because it's not the thick, fat, juicy ones. Them is like some thin, easy eat cane, right? So they're peeling the cane, and they have the whole white sudden off the cane on their face and everything, marking up the side of their mouth and whatnot. And they start arguing for the last piece of cane. So they're dragging and tugging it, right? And they dragging, give me shouldn't. And everybody just watching them fight over this cane. They're just like, look at those kids just having fun fighting cane, enjoying the country life, right? And then one of them must have lost grip and fell down, right? And she's like, "You okay?" And then she said, "Yeah." And the sister helped her up. She gave her back the other side of the cane, and then they start pulling and arguing again. I was just like, that was so funny. But that's the same Sabbath I cut my hand though, because what had happened was I was playing with some tiles that my auntie had, right? Just a stack of tiles that she had left over from tiling up the house, and they were just there not doing nothing. So I must have dropped a stone in it and break it, right? So I'm like, oh shit, So now I had pieces of tile, right? So this is me. Oh, these tiles break easy. So I'm just breaking them. So I'm like, yo, watch this, right? So I hold it and I say, guys, watch this. Hiya, right? And split the tile. And then my hand start leak. so now I'm outside cracking tile, and my hand got this big gash at the side of it after I cut the tile, right? Break the tile. So I see it leaking, my cousin them see it leaking, and I push it in my shirt and try to walk across everybody who was in the living room to get to the bathroom, right? To wash it off. But the hand was bleeding way faster than I thought it was. So my shirt, my yellow shirt, just looked dirty, brown. I think it's like brown or something it looked like, right? So everybody was like, yo, what you dirty your shirt with? And then I was like, oh, no, it's nothing. It's just food. So I'm trying to hurry up past. And my dad's like, come here. I was like, no, it's okay. Let me see your hand. There's nothing wrong with my hand. Nothing wrong with my hand. Move your hand. Move your hand. So I show them and they just see my hand bleeding. And they're like, what happened to you? What you do?
You know, if you're smart,
I wasn't going to put sand on it.
No. I was going to make that joke. Just carry up the foot and in the church. But if you were smart, bro, you should have took your shirt all the way off and then wrap it around your hand and then walk in and like just fake box.
Not me. Me to fetch and go and find some dirt and go fall down into that and go inside so you're fall down.
No, because my cousin,
bang me for that.
my cousin them outside still laughing, don't know, and I'm just trying to pass quietly and just figure it out. So they can tell that something happening from their reaction so outside, and me literally just avoiding them and trying to go where I'm going. So now they say, let me see your hand.
You also said you had your hand wrapped in your shirt.
I had it wrapped in my shirt and the blood running on the shirt.
And the shirt was still on your body, right?
Yes.
That's where you went wrong. If you took the shirt off and you wrapped it completely around your hand, you could have walked through.
So they asked me all kind of stuff, and they asked to see my hand. Now I had to take my hand out of my shirt, and they see my hand bleed. They're like, "What happened to you? What happened?" And my cousin, I couldn't even lie no more because then they come in, cut his hand on the tile. How he tried to karate chop it. And I'm like, "What is good Sabbath day?" And then all them like just watching me, and then kind of like put bandage and stuff, and they put the Dettol on the hand, and me crying on because the Dettol a bun.
A bun,
you know what I never get. I never get around since like I never got that purple shit. People get cuts and I have that purple shit.
Wait, that's the one.
What's it called?
I think it's not Dettol called.
No, some healing iron kind of.
No, it's something with
iodine.
That's what it is. Because they have the peroxide that don't burn, and they have the iodine. And this is me. Why y'all didn't put the peroxide on me? Nah, they wanted me to feel some pain, so they put the iodine on my shit. And I'm just like,
we never had that in my house, so I never experienced that.
I never used it, but I used to hate, like, especially in primary school. Why primary school picked me as a bus center? But I was go they told bus, so they have to wear them slippers, and I usually wear them. I don't know, come with their toe tie up. Big. I don't see the purple, like the some. I bleed through the band-aid, and I always the sticking plaster that stick hard. Like if you put that on your hair, that they walk with everything. You get wax. The sticky sticking plaster, and I'm like, yo, I'm not judging y'all, but it's kind of ghetto. I don't know. I don't like to see it, bro.
Bro, when I bust my toe, I squeeze it in the shoes and I walk on my heel. I have to look the part.
And they will have on the other shoe as the hard sneaker for the left foot, and for the bus toe they have all the slippers. I'm like, that makes sense.
Can't get the way shit when you're a kid, boy.
I have a story with Junior, right? But I want Junior for this so that my kid talk the story, right? Because, boss, the boy real life stabbed me in the back now.
Yeah.
The boy real life stabbed me in the back.
Everett.
Oh.
Bro, he and Everett used to just be bossing on her because, like, if he wants to slap you, he is going to slap you.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm trying to figure, like, where them mans have this kind of, I am a god.
What make you think man doesn't so much of fucking trouble about? No, but like, boss, I'm young, right? And the boy, made the boy, like, they fight over one dumb span the tree, right? The two of they just stone, and clearly my stone knocked the fucking dumbs out the tree now. So for me, and me and the boy start fight for the one fucking boss, the one golden thumbs. I fight for him, no fuck boy. And the boy push me. I'm a falling pan and fetching palm tree. And palm tree had the spines. And the spine goes straight up in my back, right? I with the spine in my back. My junior look for me while my back a bleed. Take up the thumbs and me I'm in front of me.
Oh, wow.
Bro, you know the time I get cut from those?
After that, right, the boy looked me in the face and asked me, "You good?"
Move the cripple.
Now the next week, right? He will tell the boy, like, come on, see who can hold them breath on the water no longer. So I'm a blue drum in the backyard, right? I'm gonna put my head in the fetch in blue drum, right? I'm gonna come up in 10 seconds. Hey, the boy, 10 seconds, we can go on in there longer than that. The boy go on in there, right? I'm gonna hold I'm gonna drum. Nah, bro.
Somebody did that at a time to me when I went to the beach, right? So
And duck you.
yeah. So I'm playing, right? And I have my head under the water and I'm just like, just face plant down in the water, just like have my eyes open, breathing just like a log, right? And I'm holding my breath and I'm literally, I know I'm at the last seconds of my the air in my lungs and I'm breathing everything out, right? So you see bubbles coming up in the water, right? So now I'm getting ready to stand up and somebody pushed my head down. And I'm saying, what at, right? So in my head, I'm gonna overpower them, right? So I'm there pushing now. And I realize they're pushing on more force. So now at this point, I'm panicking. So now I'm fighting and my foot's on the ground and I'm pushing and they just push me down and my head keeps going close to the sun. And I'm like, who's this person trying to kill me? Right? So now I'm fighting and hitting their foot and pushing up their hand and I get a little earbud in some water, right? And I'm like, stop, help. And they take me and play, ha, 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 ha. And I'm like, but some girl from the village, because some people used to come swimming class with us from the village, and so I think it was Tamisha.
Yeah, Kathy. Yo, no, but for real, right? For real. Boss, but they hold you, they head under the fucking water. Boss, but they have all intention for kill the boy. And the thing is, I wasn't mad that the boy get me stabbed in the back now. I was mad because the boy really and truly damn the fucking corner. But yo, if you hurt me like this, I deserve this. Like, I deserve this. Like, it's the least you can do. Like, I'm leaking out the fucking back, bro. I have a big fucking stick like through my fucking back. And you gonna name the thumbs? Hey.
Yeah, I used to hear palm trees for those pines. I'm like, what's the purpose of these pines? These spines here, like, because one time I'm sitting on the tree because we used to have one right over a yard, right, like in the drive around the hedge, and I sit down there one afternoon, and tell me why one of them just decided to just fall out the tree.
It's okay.
Yeah, it hit me in my head, and the spine them that's on it choke me in my shoulder and so, and I'm like, what? In my head, no, I want to just come back with a cutlass and just chop on the whole thing.
Chop on the whole tree.
Remember in primary school, Joe Vidali bust open his head.
Yo, bro, Joe Vidali get me in trouble, dog. So this youth, man, his name is Raheem, but we call him Joe Vidali because he rightfully deserved the name for how he look. Right? And I think we're in grade 3. We're in grade 3 or grade 4. And we writing on the blackboard because the teacher them having teachers meeting, right? So, we unsupervised just in class. And we did writing on the board, just having fun, all kind of stuff like, dick, fuck, sex, just all kind of stuff that we would normally have to say when Alan's around, just writing on the board, right? And
profanity.
Yeah, just a bunch of shit. And the principal saw people on the board laughing and writing from her office and sent somebody down, right? And then somebody must go back and tell the principal something. Then the teacher come back to class and see all the profanity on the board. I said, who did this? Nobody answer. But the principal already know all who in front of the board to do choppiness. So the teacher go and report to the principal, and the principal's like, I know who's in front writing on the board. So she called us up. So now the principal like, who read all that stuff on the board? And I'm there like, I don't know, miss, right? Because I'm not trying to rattle nobody, because I know if you tell on somebody, that's the end of your school career. Right? So in my head, I'm just like, I can't rattle nobody. So I'm there lying, right? But Jumbi Dali is like, Miss Anna me, I don't even cuss. Right? So I'm like, he clearly trying to say it's me. right, miss? I wasn't the only one in front of the board, nah, me, right? So now I'm just like, okay. So I'm there now arguing, miss, I'm a Christian. I don't even know what that word is. I've never said it. And she's like, somebody wrote on the book. Miss, I
You should have said.
don't even know how
you
to
should have
spell
said-
fuck, right? I start me, right? So I mean,
You should have said "fook."
no, dog, but that's the thing. I mean, I'm like, I don't even know how to spell fuck, miss. I would never write that, right? So the principal hear me say the bad word now, but she bypassed that, right? Because she just wants to know who wrote it. But I'm telling her it's not me. And I'm like, miss, I've never heard the word in my life. And if anybody was supposed to tell me, it would be him. Right? And I'm just there angry, and we both got legs. That's the moral of the story. There was no there was no
It can
getting
go
out.
any other way.
Yeah, we got legs. So yeah.
Nah, bro. I feel like Daniel snitch. Because boss Daniel used to snitch banana. Remember I piss out the fucking window. Daniel not tell banana.
Bro, that used to be a thing now.
You.
Everybody used to piss out the window.
School thing. I used
Yo.
to piss out the window.
Bro, you would just
Yeah, I
stand
never
up
did that shit.
and then hang with one hand and just piss to the side, or just stand up commando, like just in front of the window, just pissing.
For no
That's
reason.
why
reason.
it used to smell like piss.
And then, remember time that something happened, boss? And boy, Dylan or Daniel get into it, right? And like, dog, like, I remember Delano was choking Daniel, right? And Timon, like, I love Daniel, but Timon, I real life stood up and I was like, if Daniel died, that means I'm one grade closer to being first in the class now.
Where do take a cover on next? Because Daniel and
Bro.
Kavon was like literally the prodigies on Newfield
And
School.
man, we real life came up with a plan to murder Daniel one time now. Like not even we.
Elimination.
I came up with it. And then everybody
Agreed.
else fucking agreed with it. Like they green lighted it. So I was like, all right, boom, let's do this shit. And bro, we real life tried to we executed it, but we just missed. Like we barely missed. Like it's so fucking crazy,
Right,
bro.
try to drop an anvil punch your head.
Honestly, almost. I'll try to jump a closet punchy head.
Yo, I remember Newfield School where I got like my first kiss, right? And it was from two sisters. Cause I think it was in kindergarten or something. No, probably grade one. Grade one. And Miss Aubrey used to teach. And when we in the class, and so it was me and Joshua Hector, Lion, Josh Lion. And I used to like look under the teacher desk, Miss Aubrey desk, and she used to wear some panty that had like colored stripes and colored polka dots. So the way how we sit down, every time we sit down and we look over, we board, we used to see panty, right? So one day, the school was playing like Fine and Grind, right? And we run around the place hiding in bushes, because they used to have like a little clubhouse area with bush and stuff, right? People would just dash off and hide in desks, on blackboards, on doors, climbing the roofing, just holding on to shit, just hiding, dog. It was literally a big hide and seek, right? And I hid under the desk, and this girl, come on, her name was Kenika, right? Are we on there? She come and she kissed me, right? And we there making, at this time I was like, oh, this feels nice. I like this, right? And she kissing me, and I'm like, and we there kissing, right? And then we hear footsteps, and then her sister run under the table, right? So now the two of us did, and she left. And then her sister just started kissing me. So I'm like, whoa, y'all had a plan. Like, what was this? So now I'm kissing her, and the other sister gone. And then after that, we just had a thing. So when I went into like grade 2 and grade 3, Keandra was the sister, and her birthday was in March, around the same time as mine. So we used to be like husband and wife from kindergarten, grade 1 to grade 4. So they had this one time where in grade 3, we were playing house, and the house was crazy, right? So I was going to this like little closet and like pretend we having kids and stuff, and like I make it out, I kiss it up and stuff, and that was us. That we were that class couple, you check. But then one day, Rum Black, that's Neek, Rum Black, and one of the twins of them, Lizelle and Giselle. I think it was Giselle because she was the slim
Hold
one.
on.
Mhm.
Rum Black used to be in class with you?
He used to be in school with us because he used to repeat a lot and get kicked out of schools.
No, because I remember these years, not because I used to go Newfield School then time, right? But the thing is, I never used to associate with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cause like
Yeah, Ron Black
whatever,
was
but
in
like
Ron Black was in class with me in grade 3.
so you run black older than me. I didn't know that. But like y'all man, right? Like so that what y'all used to do, boss. All I used to do fight no, I just fight no fuck in the for me grade, boss. Like me, Delano, yo, kindergarten, first time I come in, Pugsy try bully me. Hey, mommy bust the boy nose. Like, hey man, the boy fight no fuck the first day.
Bro, this Pugs used to come late and you can see his bedroom from the classroom. The man living right next to school. Right, but anyways, yeah, so Ron Black, right? In grade 3, he must have after school one day, he and Giselle must have go in the bathroom, right? And this man had pants down, and I don't know if he planned to fuck this girl or have her suck his dick. But a teacher went to the girls' bathroom to go pee and caught them. And it became a big thing.
In what, grade 3?
Yes, dog. So no,
and that free throw man does different for real.
Different dog, right? So now in my head, this is me. Penis. Saw it. What's happening, right? Because all I'm down with is just the whole making out and kissing with these females, right? And now I have a wife in grade 3 because we play house. So in my head, I'm trying to figure out like, okay, how do I break the ice, right? So in my head, I'm like, all right, the best thing to do is to try out whatever Ron Black did with Giselle, right? To see what the chemistry is like. So I'm in Miss what's her name? Miss Sheckle. No, that's not her name. She used to live in Newfield.
Hector.
Right? In Miss Hector class. And I'm in the back of the class now. So she teaching front of the class now. Giselle right next to me. I mean, zip don't put my pants now in the back of the class, right? So this is me. I'm gonna get a little boy up, right? I mean, smack around the class now. So I had my dick out of my zip hole, right? Just in the back of class. And this is me. I'm just looking over at Giselle like, yo, this is not a penis for you know, right? So while I'm there, right, the teacher looked back and she won't stop staring at me. So this is me. Yo, she can see what going on, right? So I slowly, I slowly put it back in my pants, right? And zip up my pants. And then after school, like the teacher didn't say nothing, she just looked at me and then looked back at the board, and that's when I put it away. So I went back when the class done and everything. I left the class and said unto the teacher. She left school. I came back in the class and stand up in front of the board. And I looked back where I was and I was like, this fucking teacher saw my little dick dog in grade 3. No, and bro, I went in front of the class and looked back to where I was sitting and how I had it. I know she saw under the desk. I saw my dick out them zippers. And this is me. What do I even do tomorrow? Do I pay all the attention? like what do I do now? Because like this teacher have this on me. She could tell my parents. She could do anything with this information. I have to literally be a good person in her class, and that's what I was.
Wow, you are a pervert, bro.
I was just weird because in my head I'm just like, where do we go from? Like what Neek did, what Ron Black did, I didn't know nothing about, and I was like, okay, what is this?
Never I realized I'm gonna whip my dick out in class.
I was trying to get answers. I was looking for experience. I was trying to figure out why was it so, whatever. So I'm just like,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Cause like y'all, that's what y'all was doing, bro. Like, bro, we were just fighting in my grade, bro. Like that's really all we did. We just fought, bro. Every day you come in, you're just angry with somebody, you fight. Yo, you remember when Raheem, Pugsy them cousin, right?
Yeah,
when he was Turkle Poop. When he used to bury somebody every day.
Bro, they used to have this hole. They used to have this hole back in this clubhouse in the bush, right? And this man would just put people in the hole and then cover it with cover it with something and just have them in the hole. Man's in class and so the man's in the hole.
You're in the hole until break time. You're in the hole until break time. But the man bury you in the morning and then he bring you out to break time. Ever.
Well, it was 3 period gone.
I'm bully the boy used to be that. And I never even know. I know y'all play marble with the boy, right? The boy have fucking Steely Gubsy, right? And when the boy eye drops it,
he always switch to his Steely when he can do eye drops, and the boy fling with accuracy. break your marble. And we playing
And they
pink.
still have to give you another marble.
We playing pink
Aye,
slip
they play
marble.
pink.
Look. And you have to give a marble if you win. So he mash up one of your marble, then still take one from you.
So you down 2.
2 marbles every time you play this man. So in your head, you're like, bro, I'm gonna win him and take his steely. This man,
That's what I go.
this man will give up every marble, gobsy, and leave his steel. Nobody getting his steely. Because he knows
Yo,
once he have that, once he hit the steely hardly going anywhere. So it hardly
Yeah, you
moving
go
when,
laugh.
yeah,
In fact, you might bust for your marble pan Steely.
bro.
Yo, the boy, hey, the boy in real life used to be a bully in the bars.
And he used to fast and tough. That's a weird ass combination. So you could never run away from him.
Dog. The boy, yo,
He
the
was
boy.
the fastest person in our school.
No, what do you mean? In grade 4, the boy go to visit the old man, right? They're foreign. And the boy come back with a tattoo. The boy come back with a fucking tattoo.
Is it primary school?
Yeah. The boy
About
will
me
be the
coolest
coolest person
dog.
in the world. Yo, the boy was so fucking tough, right? Crazy no fun.
Nah, they're sick, man. They're sick.
But I'm telling you, everyone, like, the shit that we experience is weird. Like, yeah, tell man to say what they going in free class, and everyone, I just, from class, they fight no fun. What I'm saying, I just they fight. And you people are piss on the window and shit. Like, I'm just unruly.
So I'm like, what's the point in raising my kids? They just don't grow up and do this shit. Let them figure it out.
I remember one time, me and my at the time best friend Joshua and Jayan got into this argument, and I don't even know why. Me and Joshua was arguing, but I think we were in grade 4. Yeah, grade 4, and something happened now, and we did cussing and arguing, and in my head, this man talking too hard to me, dog. And my thing is, I was just gonna walk away because I can't cuss. I don't know how to cuss. So I could only get frustrated. I don't want nobody to see me tear up. So I'm trying to walk with, but he following me, right? Just making noise and just cussing. So I turn on, punch this man square in the nose, like, row. Bro, with everything I had, spray my wrist, I hurt up my hand, and so his nose started bleeding, and I just run away. Because in my head, I'm just like, he looked like he took minimal damage. And if he was about to retaliate, I was going to lose all creds. Right?
Yeah, Joshua was gonna whip. Joshua was gonna whoop you, bro.
And the man just hold his nose and he's like, yo, my nose bleeding, dog. And everybody was like, oh, yo, your nose bleeding. And I'm already around the corner, people are like, yo, here come. Because I'm planning to just run on the whole school all day. That's what I'm planning to do. Right? But then after his nose got, like, I saw his nose bleed, I was like, shit. And then, like, later that day, we kind of, like, just, like, sat down, like, yo, sorry, dog. And he's like, yeah. And he was like, cool. But honestly, Joshua would probably beat me. Like in roughing out, and so we equal. But like in a fight, I'm pretty sure he would have beat me.
Yeah, but Joshua on Freetown, man, and all no.
Nah, technically 7 flip, but I get you.
No, he from Freetown. Freetown, them from.
That's where you call it me originally from, Freetown.
Yeah,
Huh.
I think so.
I thought you was always in 7 flip.
Child, that move was St. Philip. Freetown, them from.
Khaled was always nice, man. I don't know what she doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna for call Naz. The touch base with them.
Shit, what Joshua up to? Because after he went to grammar school, now that's when me he didn't really talk. Because I left from Adventist school. Newfish going to Adventist school in primary, and then after he finished grade 6, he went to grammar school. And I hadn't talked to him. Like I run into him once in a while. He was like, "Yo, cousin, what going?" I was like, "Yeah." And then I go about business because them man's like out of nowhere, everybody went through puberty properly except me. So I'm trying to figure out, like, yeah, man, it's them fucking gluten I be eating.
And then time they army Pond Road now, and Tim was just inside.
Your inside be nice. Inside was
House nigga.
nice. Oh, so you go. Waiting for light skin for nothing.
Well, then time they
Adapt.
Pond Road a ride bike, argue, start fight. I look, man, Tim on inside. Tim, what they do inside, boss?
I'm jerking off. Wasting lotion.
Tell later.
Now, yo, this
Fucking
one.
pervert.
This, I should probably cut that out in edits. Anyways, I'm not gonna do that. This one time, right? Ade and Khalid came down Newfield, right? And I think Joshua was there. I don't know if you were there, Jaron, but them ones come, right? And then they play around with Khalid. And I know Tevin was there for sure. And then they play around with Khalid, and Khalid once I had enough, right? So, yo, I tap the boss, and I'm gonna tease Khalid and so no. Bro, they start roughing out on the concrete road, right? So
hold on. Everyone, if you think that me one doesn't go to Timber Yard, everybody does go to Timber Yard now. But I used to meet up at Timber Yard like a fetching, like a gang spot.
At the base.
So then
Timber even out the road with her, and I just link up with the Timber house.
Like up there, I have a look over the village for oversee what I can do today. I map out.
So them man's on the hard concrete road are roughing out, right? So you're hearing doom, 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 doom. So if you're in your house, you wonder, who out there your bag, right? So you also hear them man's literally slamming each other on the concrete now, bam, boom, boom, right? And you hear hip because they're big people and they hitting each other and slamming each other, right? And Sherika's mom was passing cross, right? And she see literally traffic passing up, but they on one side of the road roughing out or rolling into the other side and cars just maneuvering around them, right? So Sherika mother pass and slow down and I watch them rough out, right? And they kind of stopped when they realized that they had an audience. But the way how they paused, right? Khalid here, because Adele's head was right between Khalid's legs, right? So you see Khalid hairy legs in the man's nose, right? And they kind of paused there. So we watched them and
Khalid hit me that before.
I was tall and shouted to say, what are you? And I will laugh and they just literally unpause. And they you get your legs off me, boss. But you can't do nothing because Khalid's legs in them heavy. So they literally cement there until he decided to move them.
And he clenched them.
And he clenched them.
That happened to me before.
Yo, and it was just a serious set of arguing.
Right. If you get for your neck caught in between Khalid legs, Khalid thighs, bro, you're dead now.
Vice.
You're dead now. Because Khalid pin you down so right. Khalid pin you down so and then hey, you just have to tap out.
You want me to tell you what was the funniest moment? It was this time that we were down at court, right? And I don't know who it was, but somebody was trying to either lift up Meg or Delano. And they rushed onto his legs, and the person will drop sit down.
No. They rough out. And Meg and Meg and Pugsy. They
okay.
Meg and Pugsy. And Pugsy dropped down for Meg.
Meg, bro, this guy is big, like Khalid size, right? And let's say Meg is the same size as you, Evran. So imagine you go for rough out with Khalid, and the first thing you do is try to pick him up at the legs. Soon as the boy go up there and Pugsy feel himself kind of lifting up, the boy just drop all his weight. His head hit right into the ground. Bam!
Because Pugsy heavier than Khalid.
Heavier than Khalid.
Yeah.
So this man just dropped.
See, I need to see this man, bro. I keep hearing the name. I don't have a face or nothing to put to these guys, bro. And if I make one Newfield Freetown Centfield catalog.
Pugsy
Newfield for reference.
Pugsy Newfield, but you can consider Freetown man too now. Because that's the way he used to hang with. I was telling her, hey, boy, hey.
Nah, the stories are them crazy, man. But if you look sharp, because Pugsy don't have this like kind of knack for telling stories and jokes. So he a vibe too. I should get Pugsy in here, but this man is a business construction man right now. I'm sure you have like his family to take care of. So I don't know if he had the time. But I will have to check in with that man for sure.
What Pugsy?
Yeah, because Pugsy have a child and he raised another child with this girl, I think. Like the girl, the girl who he had the child with, he had a child with her. Did that make sense? She had a child and then he gave her a child. So yeah, Pugsy doing things. I don't know if he moved into one of them houses that is
what one for big sexy boss?
Bro, since he came out of jail, I don't know.
I didn't know he came out of jail.
I didn't even know that either.
Yeah, he came out, man. Somebody was telling me that he out. But I was trying to get in touch with his sister, Shinya, to ask like what's going on with him, what his number is.
Yeah, I want to talk to her too now, because no one know what's going for she too. Like, I feel like there's a lot of stories to be told, but like I just can't get in contact with them because they're just off the fucking grid.
Grid, dog. Like, I don't know.
It's big sexy never really went on social media like that, and then fans who know that our young man does want to do just fuck people data. So she never been on Facebook or none of that, and then she just grow accustomed to not really be on social media. Them are just low key people. Like just disappear.
It be like that.
Like everyone, if you don't know Shania from school, you don't know Shania.
Only person she face.
Really and truly.
And that's what you said, Daddy. Big sexy sister.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hey, big sexy and just different boy. Tell you now. About my, hey, you know me come up with a name for every fucking thing. The boy, yo, no, yo, summoner. I remember, and this was the same summer that Tim go Canada, right? I didn't really have anybody else to hang with. Some say, let me and Dylan start cool out, summer boy. So me and Dylan, all right, hard this summer, much everywhere.
That's when the boy
I don't
get
realize
cool
like,
now.
yeah, that's when the man get cool because Dylan never really does. He never so cool now. The boy here just grow overnight. The boy he grow the shroom. Remember when he may have the fetching fade and the fade turn into the shroom?
Mm-hmm.
After the boy get the shroom right, the boy just start get gal. The boy start plenty here, right? The boy just start get gal. I'm like, yo, this man never did get that gal last week now. I know me see the boy with like 7 different gals of slide to him. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, ain't no way in hell this man just start getting more gal than me.
Bro, where from to
Crazy,
that weed
bro.
farm that he may had it backyard?
Not really in farm. He may have trees.
Yeah, he may have
First
a
one,
good set, because he may plant a couple banks.
no, he never planted. Fanto may have trees.
Oh, then they be
And
fancy shit? I thought it was him.
yeah, he never did take care of Fanto tree in them. I'm gonna know he may try plant back trees and he I think he starts that weed after my left.
Yeah.
Like boss me turn the boy bad and then me watch the boy turn bad than me. You know, crazy that it be. I'm like, wow, I really said this nigga down the pod, like the wrong pod.
Big sexy. Yeah, I really need to go see how you doing, man. For sure, for sure.
Yeah, if I hit you up, send me Missy.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I honestly
So,
just
funny,
curious as what
the
he
man
doing.
just like, you know. I used to always see him around the place. I'm like, this guy look kind of cool. And then I see him with people that I also think like, yeah, that man look like they have fun. But I just never knew him until y'all brought him around.
Sometimes so I feel like this man walk up to somebody he don't know and talk like if he know them. And then he
Yeah,
just
kind of
know them
that man
after
is
that.
no.
yeah, because he
Voice.
wears right now. He wears right. Like he wears right. Like Fanto try your best. Big sexy just like he start hang out with me. After he start hang out with me, then he start hang out with Gavin and so hang out with Steel. And then the man just get harder and harder, boss.
Sure, if you hang out with Whistle Steel, that they take a bone for happen, man. Them man's just like
He's the boy name.
them man's just tough for nothing, dog. Them man's like tough on the off chance they need to be.
Yeah, just in case insurance policy.
Plus, Newfield really may have a whole ton of colorful fucking characters.
Check. You have Rumpel, Whistle Steel, Eggwater, Fat Pork, who else? Pumpy, Cartoon, Doggets. Who else there?
But hey, me and Pumpy have beef for no reason. And Pumpy was like 8 years older than me. I mean, I might have beef, no, me don't know why. Me don't know why, boss. But like my boy just not like, well, since like when me younger, I feel like the boy never been like me. But me, he cool now, right? But I beef him go on long now. Up to this day, when like if I just walk down the road, I'm gonna see Pumpy say, yo, Pumpy, suck your mama. And the boy can say something about, see, he can tell me some fuckery. Now I'll go back and forth. All right, later, boss.
That used to be me and Michael. Whenever I see Michael, I'll say, oh God, I forgot the whole saying. It'll be push hole, and then he'll say something else as a rebuttal, right? But there was this one time I was with my old lady, and the boy see me, and the boy hit me up, yo, fussy, right? So I was supposed to give him back a you check. So he did smile and dab job, but I said it's not, and I'm supposed to give him back the heel bump with my old lady. So I'm like, hey Michael. And he just
You're a
laughed.
sitcom boy. You are a sitcom.
Now me boy me this a batty boy.
No, John, engage. Shot for shot.
You need to understand. Yo, remember that time, right? Manzay left in the old lady car, right? From Country Pond. And some man there watch she car, right? This shirtless nigga.
That's when Josh
Nigga
one
got
tie.
testier.
Good.
Yo, so like just like Ty, me don't know what Ty did really did. He didn't walk down the road or drive down the road, but he and Joshua they call each other gay, right? For like a long time. And they must shout at each other. Now. And then right when I reach the car bars, so now I see the man, right? Shirtless nigga now, fit nigga too. And he got chest hair and shit, right? And then there's Joshua. Boy, this my dear chest here, you know, fuck boy. I'm like, boy, you can't watch my chest. I never remember titles they call him about to for the whole time. The whole right now, we look for Joshua type of way now. I'm like, yo, Joshua gay. And then another crazy thing when I made it to my house, right? Charters, they're cool out, right? And Joshua over there. And Joshua know, right? That he fucking body on the bus. So like, I might as well watch TV now. I'm saying, boy, let me go. I'm gonna go for Tim and I was a honey nut Cheerios in the cupboard. So I'm saying, let me go team some honey nut Cheerios. And when I get up for go get the honey nut Cheerios, it's right. Well, no, before I go, I see Tim on head tilted to the fucking left. So I'm saying, Tim on look to the left, so boy. I'm see Brian tilted to the left, so no. I may want the towel. What make that man look to the left, so no. But that's important. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna turn to the right. I'm gonna turn to the right. Joshua over there with his foot tearing open up. Joshua bars and then I hang off and fetching Tim on couch the bars.
The
boy had no manners.
He could fall out his pants leg. Right? And I looked over and saw it and then instantly look away. And then Brian looked over, saw it and instantly look away. So now we just not looking at the side of the room. We just doing everything and us not looking over there.
Correct.
We just have the man sprawl out, head kick back, mouth open, asleep. And man say business out to do.
Telling the boss, me just want to get some cereal and look over them to town. It's time for me to go home, boy.
Mother call me boy. Yeah, that'll be the line for cut now.
Yeah, boy, mother call boy. So say later.
Stop. For me, line does always be that may fall asleep. Cause one time, that's real talk, dog. I used to be in my house until I was about to fall asleep. By the time we would fall asleep, then I take my 25 footsteps, go home.
You feel me sick, man.
Check me miss out now. Did you street never have that?
I remember the time right now we go movies and we go movies and I'm there sitting next to this girl who they give both blowjobs, right? And they sit on like 2 rows behind Awi. But the ladies and them that was in the road directly behind of us, after the movie done, I totally forgot about my pants, right? I didn't pull it up. You check? So movie done and my pants and then I was like, shut up. And my pants like, oh shit, my pants, I'm rushing to pull up my pants and buckle them properly. And the ladies and behind us like dapsing us up and stuff for talk about I the bad boy. And I'm like, oh y'all saw that. But the movie wasn't interested. It was X-Man.
This man here, but so not in the gal mouth, right? And then the gal drink for me fucking juice. That me buy.
First off,
I look for my juice, right? I'm saying I can't drink this no more. No. My juice gone. My money gone. And you know everything in movies expensive, no fuck. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, boss? Yo, I should bang you off that night now.
That's why parents don't want to send their children to movies now. And shenanigans be happening. From picking them now, go watch no movie.
You check and say the things are going in there now. No, old man tell Evie and if she go movie, some man might go piss in she pocket. That's literally one excuse the boy say when my car can't go movie. That man just piss in your pocket and so.
Okay, the man you said at the time, boy. But hey, open at it.
No, everybody, you really don't understand, right? Like, boss, I just really just go through some real stupid shit. No, like, yo, man, real bad no. Like, dog,
yo,
I'm not looking forward to having kids now. Cause like, let's say you pick nigga better than you.
2 times worse than you.
I don't want another me. And I don't want to me that's better than me.
I kind of want one. 2 actually.
You weren't that bad though. You were just mischievous.
That's what it was.
Mischievous.
I can deal with some mischievous children because then that way
they're just curious.
I can outsmart them. I'll let them do their shit and be like, yeah, I saw that coming. You're too young.
I used to sit down and think before I do my fuckery now. I'm like, yo, is this worth Geraldine beating my ass? And if I say yeah, I'm going to do it.
Boss,
That
that's
time
what
they
it
must
always
have
was.
gone-
It was either is the fun worth the risk, and if the fun way better than the risk, I'll take the blow and have the fun.
We sit down there now. We sit down there, right? Yo, Tim and her auntie, right? That me and Jan used to just cuss every Friday night. No reason. Jan tell me, come out, go do him. So I'm just go do him with Jan.
The man left down the village, come up the hill for customer Auntie Shelby.
Oh yeah, some of that.
But
Good
Yeah,
Friday
like,
night,
well-
no, Sabbath day, the man cuss my auntie.
man like, man say, come out, go cuss Shelby. I say, okay. And I'll go up the road and I'll cuss Shelby. And then Geraldine bang me now. I'm gonna just lie down after Geraldine, but I'm like, it may worth it. It may worth every Friday, man. Yo, religiously, I don't just go up there cuss Shelby. And then I went what's that for like hang out with Timber, right? And then Shelby welcome me into your house. We're like, oh Lord, this will feel so weird. You know what to tell me outside that gate to go to school.
See that make your name the Stinker Road, boss. You think when you call Shelby does let the story down there? Everybody never know.
Me never get
Check Shelby, say, he have to come to hospital, man. He have to come. That's weird. Because whenever I went to the hospital, I used to get like VIP treatment. I'd come in and I was call my auntie name. And like, oh, you're Shelby nephew? I'm like, yeah. And like, just come and see your man. And I just watch everybody in like the waiting room, just like, this nigga. I'm just like, well.
Dog, after the one, like I've been to hospital 2 times. Like I broke my hand and I fell off the bike and I think I either I ruptured something inside of my dick, bro. It hurt to piss.
Like you hit yourself on the frame or on the fork.
It was on the frame. Timon, you know when he may be.
And the,
Khalid may bring over the bike and now me they wheelie the fucking bike.
The chain burst?
Minimum no, but they try wheelie the bike on the fucking sidewalk.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Cause I was there run they show off skills.
Bro, you used to wheelie no hand on the edge of the sidewalk now for see who can go the distance.
Ever and I regret it. My piss blood for a week and I may have to piss every 5 seconds and it may hurt. Every 5 seconds when we piss.
Bro, that's
and then I ain't tell my parents and nobody anything cause
go through that.
Bro, that happened to me already because the time I'm climbing the hill and my chain burst and I'm standing up riding. And my foot came down and slipped off the pedal, right? And because I'm going with the force, my body went down and my nuts hit right on the frame. And my feet slide down and my knee hit the ground first and kept sliding since I was on an incline. So I grated up my knee and bust my balls. And I'm there on the road, literally in the middle of the road. And the way how Newfie people fly down Lions Hill is we coming on fast because we can't see. I don't know what kind of logic that is. It's like if people like speed up because they're going on the incline.
Yeah, honestly, like Lion Hill was such a place. Like, I'm surprised we didn't have a lot of accidents. Man, just speed up just for good on the blind corner. You speed up for good on the blind corner, and then you have one. It was fun. It was fun though.
But I'm there in the ground and it's me. Anybody come up this hill can't see me. So I'm there trying to drag my bike on myself and Ola on the gallery. You okay? I'm like, yeah. And I just dragged my bike through her yard because I couldn't go the full way. I just had to cut cross.
Cut the hill.
I remember, boy, after I fall down, right? And boss, I remember what the man said I ruptured something. We go to the hospital, right? The nurse will feel up my fetch in the balls and she like, oh, I feel a tension there. I was like, not that tension there, right? Like go like that. I don't fucking know, boss. I don't fucking know. I don't know, boss. I couldn't pump on nothing for how long now. Like it was rough.
Bro,
it was rough.
That used to always like make me feel weird. Like you have to go to the doctor, like in case anything happens to your penis. And then the doctor will be like touching it up, inspecting it. And it's me. Yo, what if you get aroused in those moments? Or you going to do a massage or something, full body massage, and get aroused. Like,
you hope this doctor's
like,
sexy,
you're thinking like, yo, like, what if they touch it up, inspect it, you catch a hand, like, who's supposed to feel embarrassed? Like you or the doctor, like what's the protocol? He is like, yeah, this
I
is
saw something.
natural, or he's like, oh, ew, it was, oh, what you doing this? Your girl was pervert. Like, what is the because I don't know what's gonna happen.
I saw something the other day that say Florida man. So you don't know he gone
Yes,
crazy.
yes. The doctor gave him a prostate exam, and the man
And he
also not
so he
came
killed
back
the
and killed the
doctor.
doctor. And I'm like, bro, doctor confidentiality, it wasn't going nowhere.
You check?
You're gonna take that to the
Man couldn't let
grave.
go.
But the man's like, nah,
No,
man,
Nah, man,
but-
say
that
you
felt
walk
good.
the
I
earth.
ain't gay. And the man came back and killed his doctor. I'm just like, bro, that is wild. You came here knowing
You
full
check?
well the man was gonna put his finger in your ass.
Nah, but like the man didn't expect to like it.
So he killed the man for. That's wild.
Because Timon, you all your life you think you're straight, right? And then a
You're
man
still
push your finger
straight.
up your bottom. A man push your finger up your bottom. I know you start get curious.
No, I'm still straight. I just tell my girl, hey, I have one
If
more
you're
thing you need to try. That's all it is. That's
Tal.
bro, that's all it is.
My boy say, Tal, I'm curious, man, like that. This is the person who make me curious, man, I'm kill them.
There's no way there's no way I'm thinking, ooh, that doctor just made me come, right? I'm thinking, shit, I'm into male doctors. Nah, that's not going through my head, bro. I'm just like, yo, that's wild. Wait till I tell my girlfriend. And then I'm gonna tell her, yo, this shit happened.
I feel that's I couldn't tell my girl that, bro. That's all real embarrassing. So what I mean, you get
Nah.
my prostate check.
Nah.
The man push your finger up my ass. I'm not on the table.
I would be embarrassed.
That's like
I wouldn't be embarrassed because it's
we'll laugh at
literally
it.
science.
Yeah, it's science.
It's
And we'll
literally science.
we'd
That's
either-
how it's
that's
supposed
like
to.
we'd either laugh
like-
at it or try it later.
I also saw on Twitter. I saw on Twitter too, right? This lady, she a masseuse or whatever, and she said, this is the second time she made a client squirt. I was like, what the fuck kind of massage is she giving, bro?
Pressure.
Deep penetration.
Like, bro, second time she made a client squirt. I was like, bro,
Is it the
The-
same one? Is she coming back?
no. I don't know.
Or we separate? Because if Susie just keep coming back, like, bitch, stop. I'm carrying the price up.
Crazy. Wow.
Nah, but we've been doing this episode for way too long, guys. This is the long
What
ass
time is
episode.
that? It's like 3.5 hours, no?
And shouting out to Al for just disrespecting us like that. Man just came
The
in,
boy just drop. I just
said a
cut.
couple words, and then just left. So if y'all
He
hear,
ain't even say
if y'all
shit.
just hear this guy said a couple things, you wonder, who's that guy? He's nobody. Yeah, that's my nigga Al.
Yeah, big up Alan.
Yeah, how
man.
cool. How cool
Just
as fuck.
come to the end of another podcast once again. For real this time. An hour ago. Yeah, thank you for everybody. Support. We like the feedback we're getting. You guys have been telling us what you like, what you dig. And we just try every week to improve, give y'all more content, more stories, more laughs, and just to build a vibe.
Yeah, so like I realized some of you guys see like when we have like a guest on, because it's more like interesting and entertaining in a sense. So I probably might get more of my friends on for you, but I probably won't be getting them every week. So I'll
Schedule's
try.
tight.
Yeah, everybody's schedule is tight, and when they're free, I'll make the time for them. But I'll try to spruce it up and keep it entertaining. When you're tired hearing
Fuck you
us,
guys.
when you're tired hearing our voices just going on chatting shit, doing all these what ifs and fake facts and music and whatnot. We just dropping just a friend coming and a guest coming, just sprucing up the next episode,
Check. Just cook off.
But yeah, thanks again everyone for listening again. I know it's a lot to really just sit down and take an hour of your day just to listen to us like just chat, but you do, and I really appreciate that.
We really appreciate that.
All right, guys.
Johnny and Amanas, it's a good night to the
I
people. then.
really
A
don't.
sign out,
like,
that'll be
I-
a sign out.
You
No,
check.
I see that, right? And I sat down here, I was like, yo,
You just say something cool.
You
And
bet
then
you better
nothing
stick
came
with
to
your
mind.
yeah, because that's what you say. Oh mouse and
Yeah.
stuff machine, yeah. You better say yeah. Sign out. No.
Right now.
Log out.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Ah.